I might die tonight, but if I do, I'm a...
Nope. Love thyself.
Knowing there's a problem at hand to begin with.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Might Die podcast, the best podcast in the world. Episode 21, Big Schmedo. How are we? He's back.
Good, Shano. I'm here. I'm back. Sorry about the last episode. Not here.
That's all good. And we have our next guest, which is the big brother of our last guest, Mitch Van Vliet. How are you, bruv?
Good, mate. The better brother.
Yeah, well,
Better one.
because you're here, I'll agree with you. You've had more time to grow.
Yeah.
That's probably why you're the best.
And I'm not as sheltered.
Are you having a go at Coops?
He's talking about Mexican food like it was never, no one in Australia's had Mexican food. I was on the way here. I was like, fuck me.
Holy shit. All right. I'm not really even. There's plenty to talk about, plenty to yarn about over here. First things first, I'm going to drop that it was Schmedo's birthday fucking 2 days ago. Happy birthday, Big Schmedo.
Cheers, Shano.
What's
Thank
that? How old are you?
36.
There it is. I was wondering if you're going to be onto it.
30 fucking 6, eh?
It's fucked up.
And I'm still fucking breaking my bones.
You'd think you'd grow up by now.
Or learnt.
Yeah, one or the other. But so, where do we start, Mitch, brother?
We've been in this position before, the three of us, on a potty.
Well, that's actually
Early
a good
days.
thing. Yeah.
Early days of the Might Die podcast.
No, it
No,
was
it was
your
yours.
podcast.
Yeah, but then you put it on yours as well.
No, we did. We recorded it for because we were doing those phases. So we recorded it for a phase, but
Yeah.
it was still your audio
Yeah, it was a Vliet
podcast.
Street.
Yeah,
Because that's what I said to him before you got here. I was like, oh, we've done this. Like, he was, then he's like, nah, that was his. I'm like,
Yeah.
What?
I was interviewing you guys.
yeah.
yeah,
That was before we started the actual
had
podcast.
anything, even
Yeah.
probably thought about it.
Pretty much. That was probably a little bit of the inspiration.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
hey, we can do this.
That'd be cool
Vliet
if we
Street
did that.
inspired.
So
Yeah,
how's your
fully.
podcast going?
Oh, that's fucking wicked, yeah. Last episode was about 4 years ago. I actually lent my podcast equipment to someone. They gave it back like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, ooh,
True. Get started.
get it going again.
going.
But I don't know what direction I want to go, but yeah. Yeah, we'll get it going again.
Very good. So in saying that, there's a lot that's happened in those 4 years.
Yeah, heaps.
You're a dad now. That's one
Yeah.
probably big one.
Congratulations.
Yeah. How's all that going, Dad?
Yeah, sick. I love it. It's life-changing. And, like, it changes your perspective on everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's awesome. But, yeah, like, how... There's a lot to it.
I was going to say, like,
How you want to raise...
busy?
Yeah, busy, but, like, it's not a bad busy.
Yeah.
Like,
You get into a flow and it just becomes norm.
Yeah, exactly. And you don't mind doing the shit stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Literally shit stuff, like you're changing nappies and that.
yeah.
You're getting in there amongst it.
Yeah, of course.
Have you been
Fuck,
shat
man.
on or pissed on yet?
Yeah, when we gave him his first bath, so like people like wait a week and before you bath and whatnot.
Yeah.
So we waited a week or two or whatever it was.
Yep.
First bath, he shit on the kitchen floor. So we had the bath on the countertop.
This is my kitchen, bitch.
Yeah. Before we got him in the bath, just buckshot on the floor. And then Rex, me dog's trying to sniff us. I'm kicking him like, get out of here. So that was fun. But yeah, no, he's typical boy. Yeah, he pisses on everything.
Yep.
Yeah. So, yeah, I bought him his first bike yesterday.
True.
He's 7 months old. I sat him on it. He can't touch the floor, and I was like, "Fuck, this was the smallest one I could get."
Like a push bike, like a...
Yeah, like one of them balance ones.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah. So he's got a Yamaha, one of them.
Nice.
How
Yeah.
fucking good. That's the go. Again, fucking, yeah, I'm just trying to think where, well, I do want to talk on this whole water thing, but I want to, let's just get into it because we are here. So, you're a sign writer by trade,
Yeah. So I've got a sign writing company,
correct?
Crowdy 48.
Right, go check it out if anyone needs some stickers, signage or anything in those lines of things. What do you specify in?
All of it.
Yep, banners,
Anything sign
all that
writing.
sort of shit.
Yep. Banners, light boxes, 3D signs, truck signage, vehicle wraps. We do PPF now as well, so paint protection film.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
all of it.
Sick.
Yeah.
Cool.
Which is actually that was sort of our link at the start. Sort
Yeah,
of,
we went to
wasn't
the
it?
same trade school.
Yeah, we were two dudes doing the same show together at Eka, You were there on quads. I was there filming the fucking Freestyle Boys.
Yep.
And yeah, we were sort of like, wait a minute, you're a sign writer? Wait, I'm a sign writer. We went to the same trade school. I think, was I a little bit earlier than you though?
We kind of crossed paths a little bit. So
Yeah.
I remember hearing about MDP at trade school.
Yeah.
And I was like full, like straight edge, clean
Racer boy.
racer guy.
Yeah.
And then I'm getting shown these videos of these high aces doing burnouts and people hanging off them. And I'm just like, yeah, cool.
That looks fun.
Yeah, sick. That's fucking so funny.
Yeah.
So yeah, now you're obviously running a pretty successful signwriting business yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
And is this led into this whole water thing?
Sort of. It was inspired. There was a similar company, or I don't know if they're still around, doing it in Canada or something like that. And I looked at it and I seen the video and I was like, I can do that way better than that. And then
Yep.
no one's doing it here, so
Yep.
yeah.
That's cool, man.
So give us a little rundown on what this is about.
Righto. So it's called For Free. It's bottled water. It's out of the Dandenong Ranges, so it's spring water.
Yep.
Nothing added to it, none of that shit. So it's actually like really healthy water, like the expensive shit from the supermarkets and that.
Yep.
Glass bottles, so no plastics, no microplastics or all that shit in it. And it's for free. So when it's not fully launched yet. We're in the process of going through all that, but it's yeah, so we're launching. It's going to be in like gyms and bakeries and stuff like that in your local shops. We're going to start regional areas and then work our way towards the cities.
Yep.
And so we make our money from the advertising on the bottle. So for the consumer, it's free. You walk into a bakery and you buy your pie, and then you're like, fuck, I've only got $5 and the pie was $4.80. Go to the fridge and grab a free water because, yeah, well, you shouldn't have to pay for water. It falls out of the sky.
That's very true.
That's
so
true.
it's free, and then we make our money on the advertising on the bottle.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So in a nutshell, obviously this one is like your advertising on it.
Yeah, I thought I'd bring my own one in.
Give
Yeah.
props. Here we go. Check it out. So in a nutshell, this is like a MDP version. So it's got my logos on it. Yeah, I'm going to just give it a good taste. I know what it tastes like, but I know it's good water. It's like smooth. It's, you know, when you just drink good water, it ain't tap water. So
I'm going to read the little blurb that's on here. Water for free, the way it should be. From our
weird.
very own Dandenong Ranges, the spring is unique as it flows through the granite volcanic rock, resulting in a soft-tasting, low-mineral content spring water. 100% natural spring water, 100% Melbourne-sourced, bottled and locally owned. Sourced from Olinda, Victoria, good for you and the world.
very good. And you know what? You know it's a very good describing word. Where did you say? Soft tasting. It is
soft,
very
isn't it?
soft water, isn't it?
I just first one then, and it was like,
it's-
ooh. Wow.
Why is water nice?
Tastes round.
Yeah.
Like I don't drink enough water because I don't like water in
Yeah.
the way of it's just, I don't know. Where I reckon something, I guess obviously too, bottled nice, fucking all the above.
Presentation.
Presentation is key, but then to get that softness and to know that there's no added shit, I reckon that's fucking great. Good
Yeah.
idea.
No fluoride if you're into conspiracy theories.
I am all about that.
They're putting fluoride in the tap water to fucking fuck
Bruh,
with us.
well,
Doesn't have that in it. We're not trying to fuck with you.
On some water shit, I fucking heard that like there was some news report out the other day that like Australian water is like 50% worse than any water anywhere else. Because apparently it's
I
got
don't know. I wouldn't drink
got
water in
smacked
China. I've been there a few times, and
Yeah, I've been, no.
good.
But in saying that, you see, like, there's all those ads and shit that pop up now, like the plumbing ads and shit, and they show you like this is a water,
Yeah.
like where your drinking water comes from,
gross.
pipe that's been
Yes.
here for X amount of
Yeah.
time. It's like, what the fuck?
apparently
Yeah,
it's got a
it's
lot to do
black.
with like our bushfires though. Because of our
They're adding
bushfires.
shit.
Oh, look, yes. But like obviously they're probably blaming things like the bushfires and that because like you'd think that'd be like natural. It'd be
Better
like
than taking
charcoal.
blame, isn't it?
Well, you know what we'll do? We'll just
Guess what? We fucked everything.
We are the problem.
but we're
It's
going to
the
blame
bushfires.
Mother
I
Nature.
swear it's the bushfires. Isn't charcoal good for you?
Apparently.
yeah, well, I
Yeah,
don't
well,
know.
now I'm thinking about it. That doesn't make sense at
Don't know
all.
if the dead animals in it's good for you. But,
See, that's maybe a little bit of the yeah.
but yeah, let's turn our state parks into national forests that we can't use. And they overgrow and
Yeah.
start more bushfires.
Yeah.
That's not
Sick.
It's ridiculous. All right, back on the water. How would, obviously, like you said, you're still in the mix of it all happening.
Yeah.
How would, say, a business come to you, and then like, what would be the moves?
So it'd still be through Creative 48 for the time being. We're still setting up everything else for like it's all registered and everything. We just haven't launched it all. So
Yep.
for free's registered, domains registered, all that stuff. We just got to actually launch it and get it going. Yeah, so it'd be through Creative 48.
Yeah.
For the time being. But yeah, we're still a few months off getting it into the shops and that. So, but
Yep.
I thought, fuck it, I'll bring it down because I'm coming here anyway. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Fucking hell. I love me water. And I'm not going to lie, I want to drink more of this water.
Yeah, man. It's
It's
honestly nice.
refreshing.
Yeah, it's
It's
good.
it's
It just proves how fucking shit everything else is around here.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I fuck yeah, man. You've done well with that. Between the labeling, the idea of it, and then the actual content, like the water, it's fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely going to be sourcing myself some.
There's going to be some free water in the local. I'm going to talk to me bloody bakery dude and be like, whack these in your fridge. Do you supply a fridge and everything? How does that work?
Yeah, so some businesses will get fridges and others won't. It's like you go into some bakeries, they got a Coca-Cola fridge and some don't. So it just depends on on that business owner and how involved they want to be.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So we've got some fridges already.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll be putting them in like the gyms and stuff. Because like if you were a gym rat, like it's almost perfect. Take a swig, put a fucking scoop of pre-workout in it too.
Yes.
And it's a glass bottle. So it's like next to the squat rack or whatever. It's going to be like, they look sick too. So
Yeah. Very fucking good. I didn't even think of that.
So like
Full
it's like,
glass fridges, so it's just like
yeah, it'd be like like in a bar
yeah,
sort of setup. Yeah.
yeah, sick.
Yeah.
That's a sick idea, man.
Yeah, it
Just
is.
in an overall sense, like
Yeah.
you know, in this day and age, it's hard to come up with things that are going to do well that other people haven't really done.
Yeah.
And you know, as you say, there's
It was
Canada.
inspired, but they were doing it wrong, and I was like, "Fuck, I'm going to do it."
but that
Wow.
overseas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in Canada or something, and
Yep.
they were using cardboard and shit. And I was like, I don't want to drink fucking water out of cardboard.
Cardboard.
Oh.
Yeah, because they're like full going for the like save the world look.
Yep.
Now I care about the world, but like fucking,
Got to be realistic.
you got to be realistic. Yeah, I'm not going to greenwash this shit more than it actually like. It's a glass bottle, so we're not using plastic.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But it's got a PVC sticker on it. So like we're not going to greenwash and be like we're saving the world with this water.
Yeah.
It's just if you want to be healthy and drink water where you know it doesn't have shit in it,
This is it.
this is it.
And it's free.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's the big thing too. And as an advertiser, like you have to pay for advertising anyway. Why not have it on like bottle? Like it's a win-win.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
way I see
It's
it.
a hard advertisement. The person can
Yeah.
walk away with something.
100%.
Yeah.
And all advertising seems to be digital now as
Yeah.
well.
Correct.
And it's kind of like it's not a backward step, but it's like it's unique that it's something they can hold. You spend thousands of dollars on Google ads and all this shit, and the person doing your Google ads is like, oh, your ROI is this and shit. Like, fuck, no, you could make anything up. Like,
Yeah.
they're going to, if people are paying money and they're getting work, they're going to believe anything you say, but they can hold this.
Yep.
Yeah.
They can fucking look at it and go, yeah, sick. They
Yeah.
can go to their bakery where they go every day for smoko or what and be like, fuck, my logo's on that water.
Fully. And you know what? Me as a collector, right? My head instantly goes to, well, I've already got two here. I'm going to collect them all. I want all the sponsors.
Yep.
And like, especially too, you know, like for instance, you do one, there's a Resurrection Workshop. If I like that brand or company,
Yes.
then it's like, well, I definitely want a couple of their bottles.
I want to source one of them bottles.
I want one of them bottles. And I think if that works in a smooth way, if they start becoming sort of like a bit of a collectible
Yeah.
in a sense, like you know, maybe your average local businesses might not be as popular, but you know, say you do one run with fucking Nike.
Yeah.
I know, it's I know, but like that would then end up being, you know, a limited edition
Oh,
sort of
100%,
run,
yeah,
and
yeah.
everyone would be like, "Fuck, imagine I got like a fucking, you know, a Nike one or whatever." That was a. Fuck
But at
Nike.
the same time, too, if fucking Belen local butcher
Fully
had one,
yeah,
I'd be like, I want that
Yep.
in me collection too.
Yeah.
Or I want one of them.
Yeah. And then like even like someone like you that has multiple logos and stuff like that,
fully.
you could be like, right, I want to release like 50 of this one,
Yeah.
but only 10 of this one, and you can
Correct.
turn it into more of a
Yeah.
collection one.
And that's what sort of even I sort of hit my head on, like, you know, like say like artists that sort of maybe want to get their artwork out, you know, like they've got fucking 5 different artworks and like same sort of vibe, you know, and it's like literally not even a logo, it's just visually attractive.
Yeah, well, it's
You
like,
know,
well,
it's got some sick artwork on
yeah.
it.
Yeah, Blink-182 released 5 different vinyls, but like a smaller band that's not going to release 5 different vinyls, they can release some water, I guess.
Fully.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Like, so, fuck, man, there's a lot of,
Potential.
yeah, dude.
Yeah, and there's like lots of different ways you can go about it as well. Like there's also like a physio can you wait in the if you're in a waiting room for any business, they can have their own brand in it and not have other people's businesses, and so they can pay for that,
So
have
they're
their own ones.
They're just supplying people quality water.
Yeah. If you have a waiting room and shit like that, it works for that as well. So there's like a few different options with it, and we're going to see which way it leads, and it might be way better at that and not so good at that. And
Yep.
fuck, we're just going to play with it and see what happens, and
Yeah,
something
nice.
different.
Yeah.
Those mini bar fridges, all glass, see-through, like it'd be sick to get onto something. So you've got them, like, because I know personally for myself, I'd 100% do a run of Resurrection, and have a glass bar fridge somewhere in the workshop, with them all there, boom, and like, you know, sign for free, fucking whatever, like that. 100%, man. That's fucking cool.
Yeah.
What with the like, is it just like a straight recycling? Do you have some sort of like collection service?
So we're
Could
still
that
looking
be
into
something?
that. I think we're gonna have to put a barcode on it for people to go to those new freaking where they get their
Recycle.
Yeah, recycle
points.
thingies.
Yeah, so they're not even for free now. We're paying you to drink them because you can take
You
it
can
back.
take it
and
and
get
actually
10 cents.
get money. You're actually making money by taking one of these out the fridge.
Yeah, but you have to drink it.
It's true.
Yeah,
Well,
we're relying on people being good cunts too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think if something's for free, most of the time people are like.
Yeah. It's very most people are pretty sort of genuine in that. I think, you know, you're probably going to get that little fucking scumbag that comes in and grabs fucking 6 bottles.
Go for it. I don't care.
if you're that thirsty, bro.
He's probably going to throw them at someone, and then they're going to be like, what the fuck's this? And then someone's going to get bottled with it, and I'm just like, I don't care. Any publicity's good publicity. If you want to bottle someone with it, go for it.
It'd be a bit of a hard one to use.
Disclaimer, I don't actually mean that if someone does get bottled.
Don't do that.
Do not bottle anyone with these bottles. Sizes. Is it one size fits all for now?
For
Is
now,
there plans to do bigger ones and all that? Or-
It's just we're going to roll with the punches.
Yep.
And then that's how I work anyway. Like, I'm one of those dudes that bites off more than I can chew and just chew like fuck. So we will just roll with it.
How big is that?
Just about to ask that.
What's the size of this?
That's a good question, and I don't remember. It's like 300 mil around
Probably.
that. Yeah.
Seems like about a can.
Yeah, I think it's like 330 or 300.
Which cans are 330, I think,
Yeah.
aren't they?
375 Coke can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So they're not massive, and that's what I said. These ones are going to be perfect in the gyms and that.
Yeah.
And then we'll go to bigger ones if the demand's there. But yeah, it's a perfect one to put a pre-workout scoop in. And
Yep.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Fucking sick.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think if there's any more like fucking questions about it, because it does. It's pretty interesting, but I think you covered that pretty well, to be honest.
Yeah.
So at the same time too, realistically, it is just a little bit of a hurry up and wait time at the moment. If people are interested, should they get onto you now?
Yeah, wouldn't hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get that flow going.
The sooner people get in, the better it's going to be. Like,
Yep.
it's not going to be like, hey, I want water, and you're going to get it the next day. Like,
Yep.
it's a process. Like we've got a design team at Creative 48, and they're going to be working on it.
Yep.
And so you got to get your logo right, and you want it to make sure it fits the bottle right, and it wants to look good. The last thing we want to do is put someone's logo on a bottle and it looks shit, and then they never want to advertise with us again. So there's going to be a process to it. And the water's there ready to go. So it's just a matter of getting into the shops and that. So we've got a few shops lined up already.
Yep.
And so just a few final things we've got to work out, like if we have to put a barcode on it for people to get their money back or that and stuff like that. Where I live, they've actually got a glass bin now.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so you can just throw them in that if you want. But the Ball shot.
Yeah, right.
Gippsland represent. West Gippsland. We're saving the world. Glass bins.
Yeah, fuck, that's just sick. I'm sort of just, I'm just rattling through it all in my head to be like,
What is it? Was it hard to source? And like, obviously there's glass for days, but
Yeah.
your bottles, was it a thing of like, I've got to choose from all these different design shaped bottles, or is it like, you just found that and went with that?
Nah, well, there's a lot cheaper ones.
Yep.
There's a lot cheaper options and stuff like that, but I wanted it to be...
Quality.
Yeah, I don't want it like... What does my head in, and like, we'll blow them out, Mount Franklin and shit like that, they're using these recycled plastic bottles now, and they're like, yeah, because same thing, they're greenwashing, like trying to save the world, but like it's still fucking plastic.
Yep.
And it never's going to go away.
Yep.
But their bottles are like, you fucking squish them in your hand. Like they're getting shitter and shitter and shitter. And I was just like, nah, if we're going to do it, we're going to do it right.
Yep.
And so that's where we ended up with these. Yeah, they are a bit dearer than doing a plastic bottle.
Yep.
But fucking, yeah, they're gangster.
Yeah. It seems like good glass too.
Yeah.
Like it's thick glass, like it's solid glass.
Yeah, well, like...
I feel like I could almost drop it and it wouldn't break straight away.
Hence why you gave the disclaimer of not bottling anyone with it, because it'd fucking hurt.
It probably wouldn't break. Yeah. So we've had the water for a while now, like testing it and all that stuff. And like, yeah, I've dropped some and we haven't smashed the bottle yet. But
Interesting.
yeah.
Fucking how good, man. Well, you got your little stamp in there too?
Yeah, there's a QR code and shit like that. And
is that an actual like stamp in the bottle?
Yeah, so like all the bottles are dated when they're made and all that stuff. Like you have to do that shit. So
like best before.
Yeah, and on the bottom and stuff. And because they don't have the fluoride and the chemicals and shit in them, they actually have a use by date.
Right.
Yeah, because they don't have the chemicals.
Because to
shit
keep it alive.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If you don't drink this fucking free bottle of water till 2025, I don't know what you're doing with a bottle of water.
Yeah, if it takes you that long to
just drink it.
Yeah.
All right, let's just. I was just gonna sort of touch back on some topics of like, obviously we do shows together. That's how most of our relationship sort of hits up.
Yes, sir.
They're all 4 FMX shows.
Yeah.
When are we doing some more? I mean,
all 4 from X is dead.
Live.
It's gone.
Aww.
You can blame. I don't know if it's an Australian thing, worldwide thing, but since COVID, insurance doubled, tripled, quadrupled.
Yep.
And I was just like, fuck this. I'm not.
Yep.
It went from like you only had to do 1 or 2 shows to cover your insurance.
Yep.
Then everything else is like just good times. Everyone's making money, everyone's happy, all this stuff.
Yep.
To you've probably got to do 10 shows, 12 shows to cover your insurance.
Fuck.
And then that's how many shows we were doing. We kept it at like we wanted to do 1 a month.
Yep.
Just to keep it fun,
yep.
not burn out and all that shit. And then insurance companies.
What a fucking shit fight.
Yeah,
well,
and then dealing with different promoters too. Like it just gets old and
Yeah.
So now, but like we can ride for fun.
I was going to say you've still got the whole setup.
I've never sold any of it. Like I might sell the
sick.
running because I don't need that, but I've still got everything else. Like so I'm still going to set it up a couple times a year.
Still just
invite good people over and have fun.
Flat bag, or did you end up with a
No,
lander?
we got a lander bag.
You did get a bag.
A good one too,
Yeah,
not
sick.
a cheap Chinese shit
mad.
one. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's nice. It's like 8 meters wide, like proper wide one.
Yep.
And
Yeah. Cool. Fuck
Yeah, so when you're all good, Schmido, we'll do some jumping.
Yeah, get back on it. Fuck, man. Shut up, Shane. Fuck, you're an asshole.
Sorry. I didn't actually mean it to be like a stab. It was a joke. But now, as you said that, I was like, actually, that was rude. Like, it's almost
That's
sorry.
all I want to do.
I know. Sorry, bro. So either way, long story short, you've heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. There's no more FMX, all 4 FMX.
You won't see it in public anyway. You'll see it on Might Die videos.
Does that
of us
sit
hanging
heavy?
out in a paddock
True,
somewhere,
well,
just having a good time.
I mean,
Does that sit heavy with you?
Sometimes when I see like another company doing a show that we did for like 5 years or something, I'm like, like show or airtime or whatever at Fink this year.
Mm-hmm.
We've been doing Fink for a while now, so we're like, Fink was one of the cool ones. It was like,
yeah, that was one of the best gigs I did.
Yeah. So like, you see that, you're like, but then I think about it, I'm like, nah, fuck that.
Yeah.
Everything that comes with it, the work to get there, the work to
the OH&S, the fucking, like,
Everything.
say for instance, like when we did F1, there was like 4 meetings beforehand. We got everything engineered properly, did everything by the book. Went there because that show starts on Thursday.
Right.
Did a test jump with, had the boys out there, jumped it in front of the engineers, in front of the F1 people, signed it all off, everything. Thursday, the show starts. We do the first show. An engineer who walks past, who wasn't there on the Tuesday, just goes, nah. And we're like, what do you mean, nah? And he goes like, I don't think this is safe enough, yada, yada, yada. His boss was the one that signed it off, and he undermined his boss, shut us down, had to get everything re-engineered while we had people waiting for shows to happen. And it's just like, what the fuck are we doing?
Fuck, that's next level.
Yeah.
And I guess that only came because of the event it was, because it was F1 and there was so many anal people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
eyes on it. It needs to be right.
Eyes
It's not like that when you
and
fucking do it.
And it was the first one back from COVID, so they're like trying to make sure that they're like, how do we social distance your show? I'm like,
we don't need that.
no, what are you fucking
I got a fucking helmet on, man.
We're also out in the middle of a fucking paddock, cunt.
And it's also a complete fucking load of shit. So fuck off.
You have a cold.
But yeah, the F1 was a little bit of one of those ones that sort of just fucking kicked us hard.
Yeah, but
Just
then
a
those ones,
fuck around sort of thing.
like everyone was getting the same way. Like you can't do a show now without filling out your swims, without doing everything. You have to do swims for the what do you call it? Like bumping. So when you're setting up, you have to do swims for the show. You have to do a swim for in between the shows to make sure that everyone's safe while no one's riding. You got to do swims for pack up. You got to do swims for the autograph signing session because you got to make sure that everyone's safe in the autograph session. Where are people going to be? Like, it's just like.
And then you've got a cunt like me that just wanders up the down ramp unsafely.
While bikes are landing
He's
next
sitting
to
going,
him.
I didn't put that in me fucking swim, did I?
So
We're
just
safer watching, and they're like, okay, but everything's bolted down. Everything's where it needs to be. That guy's life, we don't care about him. He's on their paperwork. He's in their insurance.
just for the people that don't know, quickly, swim being, you're not swimming in between shows.
No, what is it? Safety Work Management Systems.
Right.
I think that's what it stands for. Yeah.
Swims.
Yeah,
Right.
swims. Yeah. So like anyone that's in construction and everything, they've had to fill them out or sign them
before you do things. Do you guys still have to? Do you have to do that for work? Like on sign
Some jobs. It depends on the job. Some jobs you do, yeah.
Yeah, I remember we have to. I think they might have been called something else back in the day. Have they changed the name?
JSAs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, fucking fill out
JSO,
JSA.
mate, out in the fucking chippy field. Yeah, go JSO.
No, I don't. I'm here to do a fucking job, cunt.
Yeah.
Fuck off, work health, safety, fucking
Well, you
dickheads.
go to a union job. They're like, you can't use our toilet unless you sign up to our union. No worries, I'll piss on your front door.
Fuck.
Oh shit! Well, fucking there we go. But so we're gonna have so no more live shows, but maybe we'll do some private content events.
Yeah,
Just to G's
Fun.
up a little
100%.
bit,
We'll have
Get a
fun.
bunch of sick cunts together and just do
Yeah.
a weekend, and we just fucking. Get
That's it.
cool
Yeah,
shit.
I still got heaps of shit I want to tick off my list on what I want to do on my quad, and
On that note, one of them being, I think we'll just talk about it. You and I came out to try and do it. Your plan was to double flip a quad for a bit there.
yeah.
Is that still on the cards?
The bike, I've built a special bike for it, or Cooper's helped me build a special bike for it that I haven't ridden. He was meant to build it 2 years ago. It's been a slow process.
Yep.
Cool.
Oh, he's
It's-
been busy. Sorry.
Yeah, he's busy. He's real
Yeah,
busy.
not picking up me stickers, you little
yeah.
cunt. No,
Yeah,
you're
would have
kids.
added 10 minutes to his drive here, but that's all
He
right.
even said it was like 15 minutes away.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
double flip, quad.
Yeah, so there's a special bike being built for it, and I'll jump it, and if it feels right, sure. But, yeah, I'm not hung up on it.
Yep.
Because you've spun a couple, haven't you? Did you?
I haven't got two around. That's the problem with the quad, man.
That you've tried?
I've got the ramp, I've got the nitro moon booter,
Yeah.
I've got the flat bag, we've got it. The nitro moon booter's set down in the ground,
Yes.
so we're not falling down onto it
Yep.
and everything. So like
Stepping
that. So
up.
yeah,
So, when you tried to spin a couple, where did you get to, and why wasn't it happening?
quads don't spin.
Yes.
First things first, we went out on a day that it had rained the night before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This cunt was trucking through fucking mud.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know, we should be doing it now, but look, you're into it. Let's go. That was, I believe that was the first step of fuckiness.
To a degree, but coming from the motocross background, I've never had an issue with like shit run-ins. Like
Just make it happen.
Yeah. If I had a perfect concrete run-in, all that shit, I could flip it exactly the same as I could as if I had ruts and all that shit in it. Like
Now that, ladies and gentlemen, is a true motorbike rider.
Yes.
I just don't. I couldn't give a shit if what's in the run-up. Like yeah. So my problem, quads don't have enough torque. So I was running out of power. At the bottom of the ramp. So I couldn't give it that extra flick off the top. And it's similar when you flip 75 on them and you just yanking them. And so I was yanking it and it would get like, my plan was always do one bail in that sweet spot so I can land on my back, quad will land, and we'll watch the footage. And every time I watch the footage, I'm just like, I'm already coming down. Yeah. So, like, if I committed to the second, I'm either landing on my face or the back of my head.
So you never committed to that, I'm not going to bail in that sweet spot. I'm going to keep holding because of the torque and the bike. So
not on a quad.
Yeah. Without giving anything away in the bike that's being built for it, I don't know, you might be able to tell us, I don't know, but what have you done different to that bike to create it to be a little bit easier?
Yeah, so the quad that's getting built for it's a hybrid. So it's got a 2-wheeler engine in it.
Yeah.
So it's got a lot more power.
Yes.
Quads haven't changed since like 2012. They've got like a WR engine in them.
Yeah.
So this one will have a KDM.
So very more
450.
low down sort of torquey. Like
Yeah. So when I punch the throttle at the top, I'm not already at the top a second.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I should get that extra pull and it'll be about 15 to 20 kilos lighter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Well, that'd be fucking interesting as to see.
very.
And just to know, like, you'd be semi-chomping at the bit to just have another crack on it, to see, like, fuck.
I just want to see how that quad goes. I want to see how it flips too. Because there's a lot of, like, flipping a quad's, like, fucking gnarly.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
compared to
a
flipping
whole lot of
two-wheelers.
bike.
Yeah. So I just want to ride the thing to see how it does go in freestyle because no one's doing freestyle on them.
Yes.
There's a mob in America that does freestyle shows and stuff, and they have a hybrid, but they're not doing their shows on them.
Right.
Yeah.
So you've actually never ridden one of these
Hybrids.
freestyled them. You've
I haven't
always
freestyled them, yeah. So I've ridden.
Yeah, right.
Jake and Cooper both had hybrids for racing.
because
I've
I'd heard of them before,
Yeah,
but I
they're
thought
a
you just
thing.
had one.
Nah, I don't have one. Or I do, but it's not finished being built.
Right.
So it's 95% built.
True.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
So yeah, like you said too, that's going to be just genuinely interesting, just a session. Yeah.
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 And have fun with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's cool, like how you say, you're getting it built, it's all above, but you're not hung up on it.
Yeah.
And that's usually when good things happen.
Yeah, exactly. Like I've been backflipping shit my whole life, and the first few times I backflipped different things was always like I decided like as I was going to the ramp, I was like, oh, I'm flipping.
Yep.
Yeah, and I feel like if I have that mindset towards the double, that's when it would happen anyway. It would just be like you're in a good mood on a good day, and good cunts are there, and you have
Knowing your equipment is able to do it.
Yeah,
all the
exactly.
above.
Yeah.
Not just gonna go fucking. I'm doing it now, and know you're gonna fucking really hurt yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, like when we were testing it and stuff, it just didn't seem like it was going to work. It was just,
Yeah.
you're coming into the ramp too hard to have the speed for it, and the quad didn't have the pull at the top. Like, like the Nitro Moon Boot is like 4.3 meters high.
Yeah.
It's a fucking big jump.
To jump that
Like,
jump and
huge,
make it safe, you're already on tap.
Yeah.
You've got no more like right.
Yeah, exactly.
To get you
and
that.
it's the jump where, like, if you hit it at a speed, and then you hit it twice as fast, you're gonna land in the same spot. You just go twice as high.
High.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Which
it's
was-
gnarly though.
that
People
was
come
still-
to the farm and they go, "What's that ramp for?"
Well, I still like, man, when you went for those, like, again, like it was that sort of thing where like that first flip just wasn't fast enough. But it was like sitting there watching it, it was like, holy fuck, he is so high.
High. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, but it was that, like you said, it's that slow rotation on the first one because it doesn't have that like whip torque to
Yeah.
be like whoop whoop.
Yeah.
But you're still like, I just remember being like, holy fuck, he is so high.
Yeah.
Like,
Me too.
Yeah.
You get like the first flip. It's like when you like jump off something high into water.
Yeah.
If you flip it, it's less scary. You're not looking down. But if you like double flip it, you get that peak. And you like, have a quick look.
And that's usually when you're at the highest in that
and
middle.
you have a look. You're like, oh shit.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that's fucking crazy. So maybe still could be on the cards, maybe.
Yeah, it's not impossible. It's like never say never, but yeah.
Well, no one's actually done. No one's done one though, have they?
No.
I'm the only person that's backflip recorded in Australia. There's only like, God knows how many have ever done it, but flipping right now, there's probably 5, 6 dudes worldwide.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's not like 2 others where fucking
every
the
second.
6-year-olds backflipping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy when you put it like that. Like, yeah, you'd think, like, I don't know, you'd think there'd be more attraction around that.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I don't
you
know.
should
Like,
have
you
so
come
much
see
more
quad stuff
credit
and you're
for
like,
that.
man, these quads are fucking gnarly. And it just doesn't seem to
Appeal to.
gravitate. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's one of those things, but yeah, we're trying.
Yeah. Hectic.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what.
No, I got nothing.
Yeah,
If you've
I
got
was going
something.
to travel on from that because we're talking the talk and X Games this weekend coming up. I'm a bit excited for it.
Yep. Have you been onto it?
X Games.
Yeah.
Like, have you been sussing that it's
Following or
coming?
anything?
I know it's coming.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I know
yeah.
who's going.
Yeah.
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 X Games used to be one of those, like, it was probably more when Pastrana was in it. I used to hang for it. And it was on ESPN.
man.
The footage was sick. And
Yeah.
then, I don't know if it was, I kind of got off it a little bit when it went to Axel Hodges' house.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it was just like, it was cool that it was there,
Yep.
but the riders have changed.
Yes.
They can jump ramps.
Yep.
They can jump a 75-foot ramp.
Yep.
Like the freestyle guys, like I'm not having a dig at them, but like they're doing show, like they're not practicing anymore. They're just doing shows to make money. They're not,
Yep.
Yeah.
the competition thing's gone. So they can jump a 75-foot ramp with a certain high down ramp with their eyes shut.
Yeah.
If you take them to somewhere where there's a little bit of different,
Yes.
this and that, and I was just like, this is shit. Like if this had Pastrana, Nate Adams, Twitch,
Yes.
it would have been
all
the
day
fucking sickest
epic,
event
man.
ever.
Yeah.
But then because it didn't have that, it was like, fuck, these dudes are struggling to jump the jumps.
Yeah.
That
Like
was
they were
was that the
knuckling
same
'em.
year they did that weird 110?
Yep.
And
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
absolutely disgraceful.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know. I was like,
we
if you
could have ripped all three of us would have got first, second, and third, dude.
Yeah, man.
Like,
that was that
and-
one.
And I think that's
What?
why, because I'm always on it. Anything of FMX, I'm fucking all about, obviously. And I think I'm frothing a little bit now for this one because it's in Ventura, so it's kind of gone back to that, old school feel.
Stadium
It's-
vibes.
No, well, I think it's in a car park somewhere, kind of set up in that vibe. It's still very shit compared to the Coliseum and the X Games and Nate Adams dropping in the Pastrana and all that shit. But I think because it's got it's back in a location, it brings a bit of more of an energetic vibe to it. And I know we know people that are going there and are riding the event, so that's a thing that I throw off on the Aussies. And then there's the events, you got Quarterpipe, you got Best Whip, and then you got the next gen ramp. But you also got like Patrick Evans now and Raha in
So
Quarterpipe.
there's that flip dude, yeah. I mean that whip dude, yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I mean.
Patrick
He's on,
Evans.
What the fuck,
bro, and that's why I'm so excited. That's a
Yeah,
star
I am
VARG
excited
for
for that.
ya
Yeah.
on Quarterpipe.
Yeah.
Then they're gonna. I reckon.
Is Raha riding the VARG?
Yeah,
in
man.
The, in the quarter. Yes.
Yeah, that's like he's got one for that specifically because he knows
Yeah, right.
like.
So
that's,
poor Corey Creed's gonna be like,
Yeah, man, and I'm gonna be so interested because what was it? It was like 51 or 55
Something stupid.
foot high where Raha bet Hodges in the last one, whatever
Yeah.
it was. Who knows what 60s, 70s? If fuck, man, them bikes are allowing people to do some fucking shit.
Yeah,
bro.
Is Patrick Evans doing Quarterpipe?
I think so. I
And is he
don't
good at it?
know. I don't know. I know. Yeah, he's obviously best whip.
Yeah, because
Um,
Raha's only going to go as high as he needs to win. And if he's like, if Corey Creed's the next person, he's just going to make sure he beats him. Because that's what Raha does. He does the
yeah.
last,
He
like,
sits
it comes to the
back.
last one and goes, right, it's the last run.
Yeah.
I'm fucking sending it.
I'm holding
he
it.
stays near him, and then the last one he goes, all right, gold medal's mine.
Yeah, 2 foot more.
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck you guys.
Yeah.
And that's why, I think, I'm just frothing for it, and yeah.
On
best
that
whip.
note, I feel like I want to talk to some like moto dudes about Quarterpipe because it wigs me.
What?
They only go one way.
I'm banging.
Yeah.
What if you whip the other way? Do you need to just shut the fuck up and learn how to go one way?
Well, they
Or-
did at
the
one
start,
point.
they had
They
them on the
had
other
landers
side.
on both
And what
sides.
was it? Just is it almost like that's the most comfortable way for everyone to do?
I don't know.
I think the guys that got good at it.
yeah,
They just said we're going this way. Fuck
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
because not everyone's. That event isn't like a fucking 10 bike rider lineup.
Yeah, there's only
4 or 5.
Yep.
I don't know. It's my way. Is it yours? No.
I don't know. I
No,
think it's
it's not
opposite.
mine.
No,
No?
I feel
Yeah.
like I'd go right.
I'd go left for sure.
No, I'd go right.
Yeah. See.
And you'd go right too.
Yeah, I whip right.
But
Yeah.
at the same
Yeah.
time too, these dudes
Yeah.
they're
They
banging
can do-
whips.
they should be able to do
You
both.
don't know their oppo because their
Yeah,
oppo's
they're
as
so
big,
good.
if not
Oh,
bigger
no
than their
shit.
normal.
No
Okay, and that's
shit.
just the level, I guess, that you're almost that good that you can whip both ways. That doesn't really
Yeah.
matter.
Matter, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, Axel and Patrick Evans and that. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
You don't know which way's their normal way anymore.
McNeil, like
Yeah,
Jazza.
yeah,
like,
no
fuck,
shit. He
man.
goes both ways, no worries.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. Like, I don't know. And like that whole, those whips that old mate's doing on Thingo.
Evans, man, he's
That's
that's fucking.
But he can do it on a 4-stroke too. Like, it's not like he's like
That
come out
big?
Yeah,
of
but not that big.
not that big. But it's not like he's come out of the woodwork on an electric bike and being like electric bikes are better. Like,
No.
Like, he's always been a real good
he
rider.
won the best whip thing at Tyler Berman's Dream
Dream Ride or whatever.
True.
whatever that thing's called. Yeah, he won that best whip
Right.
on his normal bike.
Yep.
He's
He's just
4-stroke.
realizing what this is now allowing him.
Yeah.
And that's I think where my excitement's coming from, because it's like this could be something that a lot of other people see and go, all right, well, we're going to get that bike for certain,
Yeah.
like
things.
disciplines in this, comp, whatever. And yeah, I don't know. I'm not one for losing combustion engines and petrol, but I'm also one to see things grow.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So on that
But
note,
then also, like, for instance, I'm already looking at electric bikes for my son.
Oh, that-
because
Yes.
he can ride wherever. Like, we can go to a playground. Like, he's only 7. He's not riding yet. I bought him a bike yesterday, sat him on it. He couldn't touch the ground.
He's 7 months
Bought the
old.
smallest one you could. But, like, when he's old enough to ride, and if he's interested in riding, we can go to a park.
Yeah.
And he can ride around, and no one's going to be like, oi, shut the fuck up.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
I think that's what I like. I was going to say before. All right, let's just say no one's paying for anything. I'm going to offer you a brand new 450 gas, got all the bells and whistles, or a Stark VARG.
I'm taking a Stark
Same
VARG.
to you. What are you taking?
Yeah, I'm taking a stuff. I've already got a 450.
Yeah, like I've got my bikes,
all
bro.
right, all right. You just don't have bikes.
No, what we don't own any
You
bikes.
don't own a bike.
But we know what we know.
You know exactly what you know.
Yeah.
All right, for some weird reason, you've got no bikes. But I've come to you and gone, I've got 2 bikes here. You have to pick one. Brand new, bells and whistles, 450 combustion engine, or Stark VARG electric.
Stark VARG.
This one's going to be a big one. He's struggling here. He's like, I don't know how to fix
I've ridden-
it. If I get it, I don't know how to fix
No, it's not that at all. It's not that
Through the
at
wheels.
all.
Just the suspension. Cool,
Fucking
man.
tighten me chain. Lube.
You've been tightening it every fucking 3 seconds
Yeah,
because you
that's
can
that
hear
much
it.
talk.
You can hear it. Oh, fuck, it must be loose. I can hear it.
Yeah. Fuck Shane. Yeah, no. If I didn't own a bike, like
Yeah, but you grew up, like, if you know what you know about bikes, you grew up riding them.
Yeah.
So I've ridden 2-strokes, 4-strokes my whole life.
Yeah.
Fucking give me something different.
That-
yeah, for
that would
sure.
be
And
my-
I would just go and buy a combustion engine
Later
after,
on. Yeah.
But
Yeah, Stark VARGs are like 20 grand or something stupid.
Full
Yeah.
on, yeah.
But when I first seen them, and I first ever seen the name, whatever, I looked into it a bit and seen who was involved and the people like with getting the chassis right, and they've taken everything from Honda, Yamaha, Suzuki and made it the best out of all of that. And the like the electric, like the motor, the 80 horsepower. You got the fucking digital thing in your iPad, fucking bar pad to change everything on the run. The way they perform and handle on a track supposedly is second to none. Like
Yeah.
all of that appeals to me so fucking much.
Yeah. But the Triumph's going to be the same when they
Well-
build a 450.
I didn't even know their Triumphs were doing dirt bikes
They
till
got
the
a-
other day.
Yeah, they got a 250. Because, like, the the Japanese are set in their way. Their bikes are just going to change so much that they're keeping, like, Honda's just going to try and keep Jet happy.
Yeah.
And the bike's going to be based towards them, but made for the general consumer. The Austrian brand's the same. Like, they're stuck in their tracks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Where Stark, VARG and Triumph are happy to
Try things.
And,
And so, like...
do you think that's because they're new, yeah? Like, where, like you say, the other manufacturers are stuck in their ways.
Yeah.
These new
It's working.
Yeah.
It has worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the Japanese is like a culture thing.
Yeah.
Like they just don't want to listen to people.
Yeah.
Like they just...
We know best.
We know best.
And we've been doing it for fucking 30,
Yeah.
40 years. Shut
Yeah.
up. We're doing it. We're going to keep doing it. We're not going to fall out of line.
That
This
seems to be the
works.
vibe you get from them because, like, people go over there all the time to test for them. Like, Jay Wilson's over there now. And like, is he over there for a reason other than the fact that they say, hey, this guy was testing with us? Because I don't think they're... Me personally, I don't think they're listening.
Yeah.
They just do what they want. They know best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which they sort of, I mean, they'd probably take on little things, but like you said, it's that
Little
like,
things.
Yeah.
little, it's
Yeah.
sort of like, no, we can't do that.
No.
You know, if he rocks up there and says, well, you know, I rode a Stark the other day and I really liked how the foot pegs were like an inch forward, they're going to go, well, we don't care.
No.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Where, like I said, Stark VARG and all these new, they've almost got nothing to lose. They're that fresh, they're into it, they're like, well, we might as well try this. All these people are saying,
I don't even think
this is a bit weird. So
that they've done all the trying. That they've perfected this thing.
Yeah,
well, that's
From
good.
what I've heard from people, man, like
Yeah.
this thing is fucking it.
Yeah.
Like it
How do we
fucking-
get one?
You order it.
No, how do we
With
Win
money.
win a raffle.
Yeah. They're fucking everywhere.
Oh shit! Fucking that's the truth, yeah. It's like the only Stark VARGs out there are raffle ones. Well, now win this from me fucking thingo. Do you want to win this or choose this or this? Fucking shut up, cunts.
I wonder if they're readily available. Like if, we had that 20 grand sitting there.
Can we go
and
get one
buy
tomorrow? He's shaking his head. We can. Really?
Yep.
Fuck. How much you got? How much you got?
We're gonna get
share
one.
You want to share one, boys? But like
Shared custody.
I'm really curious to put that power to the ground and just see what it's like. Like some of those videos, like that video that Raha posted the other week of like him and Metzger just out on the road.
Yeah.
And Metz is just lining this thing up, man.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
like
80 horsepower, man.
That's
is,
So if
crazy.
you're doing that
man.
on a 450, someone's calling the cops straight away.
Oh,
Yeah.
bro, you are
Yeah.
that thing is just waking up the whole neighborhood, bro.
Yeah.
But this thing's just
You could ride through Westfield.
oh
Yeah,
man.
man.
And like again, that's my I froth that side. Like I froth the whole like I guess street.
That's the biggest appeal.
Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like because like we grew up as moto kids that were like, oh, I want to go over there and jump that road, but
You got one shot at it.
I'm in a dirt bike
Yeah.
and everyone's going to hear me and fucking run. Bro, give me a Stark VARG. I'll be out there all day.
Yeah.
And then I know it's a Stark VARG, so I'm getting away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking go on.
See you
cunt.
later.
Yeah.
Cops are going to pull over. He's on a dirt bike. Listen for it. Fuck. He's
Well,
gone already.
I can hear a
He must
chain.
be here really close. He's turned it off. They're like looking under bushes and shit. Meanwhile, you're fucking 30 Ks away.
Oh, that's fucking funny. But they're interesting. It's one of those things too, like I find it's interesting to see the whole like and like especially probably talking to you two dudes that are pretty carby based in real motor shit. But- petrol, yeah. But like there's still that like the door open for it. Like there's so many people that are like fucking electric fucking
Yeah, and not even understanding what.
Like,
the
and I think there's a
goodness of
fine
it.
line. I posted a fucking video that I don't know if anyone's seen that fucking on my story.
Yeah,
With the Harley.
yeah,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
crossing
yeah.
the line.
It
That
is,
was
yeah.
gay.
It straight up is, yeah, because it's like, I don't know, a Stark VARG, it's like its own thing. It's not like if Honda did one, I'd be like,
They've got one.
They've got one.
They're racing it in Japan already.
Is there good news on it? Bad news on it?
Apparently it's all right, but like
There's
not
a
the
reason
same.
why
But
we all haven't
you're
heard
not
about
posting,
it though.
Yeah, you're not posting burnout videos on an electric bike.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like electric bike is you're posting other shit. You're posting your street riding stuff.
Yep.
You're posting your sick whips and other stuff.
Yep.
You ain't posting videos of you doing burnouts because half the burnouts missing. The fucking limiter part.
Yeah, the sound.
Yeah.
The fucking roar of the engine. That is
Yeah.
what makes a fucking bird.
Yeah.
just watching smoke come from fucking. Like,
Yeah.
that's gay.
Yeah.
It's so gay, man.
Yeah. So
And
if you have a
that's-
Stark VARG, don't do a burnout. We
Yeah,
don't- no one wants to see it.
Nah. And like, unless you're power skidding. Like I feel like that's
Yeah,
cool.
that was-
To
yeah.
get you like drift on and skid away,
But
don't.
that was more of a power thing. People are like, fuck, that thing has power.
That's right. So
Yeah.
it's like,
But when you see that 3 times, you're going to be like,
yeah, okay, you've done that.
Unless
Yeah.
you're sitting on
I want to
it.
see like the video of the dude jumping on the roof of the church.
Yes.
I want to see that shit.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
want go to the golf course.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, we've all wanted to do that. Now you can do it for fucking an hour instead of 5 minutes.
Bro, you wouldn't even get 5 minutes, bro. As soon as you get onto the golf course. I remember we did the Melton Golf Course once, man, and within 5 minutes, some dude was hoofing his club at me.
Yeah.
Whoa!
We don't need a motorbike to hoof clubs. I've been banned from a lot of golf courses. No motorbikes involved.
Just golf carts.
Yeah, and half the time it was my dad. It wasn't-
No doubt. Fuck,
Yeah.
the loosest one out of all of his.
yeah.
Fuck, I seen a video with that, just going back to the Stark VARG, with someone jumping, like they were in the dunes. No, jumping, fucking, and they jumped this, and decked it, whatever, come up a little bit short, but the landing was that big because it was a dune.
Yeah.
And then they kind of stop, 80 horsepower, and fucking hook. And fuck me, man, like the distance, the drive, you could see just how much drive he was getting up the fucking up ramp. It was a massive difference. I could only imagine what it'd feel like sitting on the fucking thing.
So he was like
Yeah, imagine a jump, like you come out of a corner, you're on 60 horsepower, and you like coming out of this corner and you just knuckle in this triple or something like that. And so you just fucking bump it up.
Yeah.
Boop, boop. Come out of the corner,
That's what I was-
grease it. Fucking yaddy da.
Yeah,
like,
man.
rather than
So
like
different. So different.
it's a whole different way of like
I'm sure the factory, like Jet's bike, can probably do shit like that. I've heard that they can set the map to the track and whatnot.
yeah, right.
Like the factory Honda
yes.
and shit are doing
Yeah.
that stuff. But
Yeah.
fucking general consumer doing it, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yep.
Like, does that? I don't know. I guess it is. It's sort of as simple as being like, I don't know. You start off like, oop, I'm on a 125 and I just can't crack it. Well, let's just flick over to 250.
Yeah, no shit, you can.
Like
yeah,
that,
you
that's the
literally
bottom
you
line of
go
it, isn't
Pretty
it?
much.
you go 45, 50 horsepower. You're like, right, this is like a 250.
Yeah.
You go 60, 65.
We're on a 450.
You're on a
now,
450. 80 is just like, I hope I have
I'm
good
gonna turn it.
shoulders.
CR 500.
I'm going to turn it back down to 60.
Well, like that's like that's crazy too. The fact that like we all know that it's like there's that much power between these things that we're all riders and we're like, oh, probably turn it down.
Yeah.
Like I know, like I'm not going to hold on to that.
Well, that's Pastrana's ridden him, and he's said that too. And like you're talking about one of like, Pastrana's older now, but when he was 17, he was the
best.
Jet Lawrence.
Yeah.
Like he was meant to do what Jet Lawrence is doing, but he chose to do backflips and shit instead.
Yep.
But you're talking about a dude that can backflip anything. You're talking about a dude that jumped 200 feet more, 300 feet. A dude that's like one of the most talented dudes on a dirt bike, and he went back down. He's like, oh, that's sick. Turn it back down,
Back
please.
down.
That
'Cause
says heaps.
They've said that though, like it's not usable.
Yeah.
It's there, but it's not really usable as such. Don't get me wrong. There's going to be some areas that you would be able to use it in and enjoy it, but for the majority, people ain't like you can't. It's too much.
What would it be? Just like distance? Like if you're on the road and you crack it all the way up, you can do fucking 200? Is it almost? Does it turn to like a road bike vibe?
No, I don't know if it's anything like
Put some
that.
fucking
Like it's like a
super
1,000,
motard
it's just-
tires on.
I've thought of that, man. That
Imagine a
them as a
motard version.
motard, fuck cracking out. You'd never like get that. You'd always be able to be.
Yeah,
just
you'd never get the
sideways,
high
man.
side.
The high
Just
side, you
tink it
just
up.
you just twist the little bit more. No, bro, da da.
Yeah, we're gonna make. You know what? Do you feel like if you did get one and you were riding them, you'd make your own sounds?
Yeah, you probably.
because it would
mic
fuck
'em
with
up.
ya. Yeah.
Mic 'em up.
Yep.
It would have to fuck with you, I reckon.
Oh.
I just put a little card in the back wheel or something.
Yeah.
Old school
Run over
days.
some cans. I'm going to be that guy and go to the toilet mid-podcast.
That's all right. Go
You
for
guys
it.
can keep talking about stuck.
Well, what time are we at?
Yeah. Well.
Be a quick one. I'll come back.
You're going to have to kick that
jump
little
it.
plate down and then go to that. Cut to me. I don't want anyone seeing behind the fucking curtains.
Shit.
Also, hi, Mum.
Yeah, hi, Sharon.
Oi, can you do me a favour? Yeah. No, not you. Cobb, you go to the toilet. Mum, while this is going, can you just pull your phone out and get some cheeky little footage behind the window? Yeah, just with your phone. Just a little bit of behind-the-scenes communication there, ladies and gentlemen. But here we are. It's me and Big Schmitto. Big
Yep.
Schmitto. How
Back
are
into
you?
it on our own.
What'd you get for your birthday?
Heaps of shit. Well, not heaps of shit, but just cool shit.
A couple of cool little...
Yeah. Misses and whatnot got me some fucking, just cool things that mean a lot and I'll keep forever.
Oh, cute.
Yeah. New shoes. I got a new pair of shoes.
Are you wearing them?
Yep.
Give us a look. Show us.
They're the new.
Show everyone.
Fat
Oh,
Vans.
they are nice. Oh, they're pretty sick, aren't they?
Yeah, they're fatties. They're cool.
Fuck, I like
They're the
them.
same as my yellow ones.
Yeah, those ones you had the other day. Yeah, I liked them too.
Yeah.
Look at this. Yeah, isn't it? Fuck, you have changed wearing Vans and shit now.
Yeah, but they're fat ones.
No, this fucking boat shoe shit.
I got my DVSs still there and they'll be out in the next couple of weeks.
That's gold.
Well, while we're waiting, fucking, I might as well I had a check-up on my leg yesterday.
Yep.
Got another one tomorrow.
Yep.
I've got a bit of dead skin. Yesterday's checkup was a wound. Tomorrow's is orthopedic bone and whatnot. And all my pin sides and wounds and all that are all coming along. There was a little bit of infection, but on the underside of one of the load-bearing pins, there's this 5-cent piece black spot. And I was told that the skin is completely dead. And they're going to have to pull that out and off at one point. So, long road ahead still with plenty of things popping in that weren't there at the start and all the above. And it's, but it's
And Mitch asked before too, like, you're pretty good now, weight down, sort of, like, you don't need to elevate as much at the moment.
Yeah, it's always been weird, this injury. Sometimes it would hurt more elevated than what it was down.
Yeah, right.
So, and it was due to hamstrings, back of me leg, and creating other problems. I've got a shitty knee. This knee was operated on too, so I reckon something's happened there with this last impact.
Right.
But as for walking on it and having it down, it's getting way better. So I'm almost at a point where if I can cover it up and seal it enough to go back to the workshop and do bits and pieces whilst I'm like this, because I'm fucking hanging to do it and get back in there, and I've got some shit that needs to be done. So I'm hoping, within the next week or so I can start doing bits and pieces like that. But again, I do that and it might last for X amount of time, few weeks, and then boom, we can take that frame off now. So then I'm back in fucking another surgery, back on it's just, I'm juggling. I'm trying to make everything work, but checkups and everything seem to be going right. A couple of little fucking malfunctions with shit, but that's always going to happen with an injury to this extent. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow's, because I might get a little bit more information on time spans and what's going on. And more to the point, they'll be telling me exactly how the bone that they pieced together, the whole ankle joint, and how it's looking, because that's like the main thing at this point in time. From last orthopedic to this orthopedic checkup is like, let's hope next time you come in, i.e. tomorrow, it's knitted together in a place that we like it. And I've felt differences and just feel different. And I don't know if that's because it's healing and it's set in its way, and that's kind of now the feel that I'm going to have. That will become normal. But I'm just fingers crossed hoping that that's the case, and it's not, that feels like that because it's
fucked.
Something's, it didn't take or... So, yeah, that's a little bit of a quick update on the leg, but all seems to be going good. I'm getting around on it. I'm walking. I'm waking up with no pain. Pain's getting less. All the above starting to fucking move forward.
Does that mean you're taking less painkillers?
I'm starting to downgrade. I'm just having morning and night now.
Yep.
Middle of the day is no longer.
Yep, nice.
And the middle of the day was a pretty decent, painkiller that I'm now clipped out. I can last. It's not like I'm in agony or anything. It's rolling along. I can feel it. Its changes and they're all pretty good.
Yep.
But I'm still deep in like relying on surgeons and all of that still.
Still right in the middle of it in a nutshell.
Thick. And I think it's going to be like that for a while. I had a bit of a reality check the other day and it kind of brought me fucking down and I was in a bit of a rough headspace due to it because it kind of come clear to me that this is here, man. Like, this is happening. Like I was saying to you on the phone, I think it got to that because I've been in this position so many times. It's like, cut me open, bolt me up, fucking sew me up, do what you got to do, fuse things, all that. And it's become pretty easy for me now to go into a hospital and not worry as if somebody come in fresh and had never had all of the shit done before.
Yep.
So it kind of happened easy and it just moved along and I was telling myself it's all good, not going to be a problem. But now it's here and I'm in the waiting period. I'm not in hospital. I'm at home. I'm sitting there and I'm going, fuck, like this is the time period span that I forgot about because this was the time that I used to hang for because it was like, give us me pills, give us me couch. I'm going home to do nothing.
Yeah.
Where now it's like, I don't want the pills. I want to be doing what I've built and I've got things that I can lose now and it's fucking hard. There's a lot of pressure, but I'm lucky that I've got great people surrounding me that can help and all the above. But, if it wasn't the case, I'd be in a shit position right now because I've worked so hard to build up to what I've got to then potentially lose it just from, a silly mistake. It wasn't even a mistake, like a silly thing that fucking happened. And, but it's been a big fucking juggling act, but we're getting through it and, should be good.
Yeah, fucking oath. Just that fucking hurry up and wait, slow game fucking.
That's what hit me the other day and I was like, fuck, no matter what you do and how much you do of it, you got a metal cage around your leg, man.
Yeah.
Like,
did you have a choice in the halo, or was it just like, hey, your leg's proper fucked, and this is, if we don't do this?
Yeah, so pretty much, man. Like, because I've had so many injuries to it prior, and that both feet are fused.
Yeah. So you still had metalwork in there.
Metalwork and fused bones, so that was so strong. That's why when the tib and fib come down and the impact happened, it just blew that ankle apart because it was the weakest point, I guess.
That's the thing when you keep your plates and shit in, the doctors go, yeah, this is good, but if you break something, it's going to break a bubble.
Around it, or the next weakest spot, and it's just going to continue. It's like a fucking snowball that continues to roll. It just keeps
because they see us
bigger.
coming. They know the motor. They know, they're like, right, you can get this plate out, and you're like, but that's another fucking 6-8 weeks off my bike.
Yeah.
So we've all got them in us still.
Yes.
But then you see people like,
but then I've had other surgeries for other accidents and then gone, I've got this in there from 2 years ago. While you're in there, can you pull that out?
Oh, 100%. Cool. Yeah.
Like, get rid of that, but then you're getting replaced with more hardware.
Yeah.
But to answer your question no, I didn't really have a choice on the frame because it was so messed up in there.
Yeah.
It's the only way they could stabilize it, piece it back together, and then hold it there within hope that it's going to be good.
Yep.
I had an X-Fix frame prior to this because my leg was squashed. They brought it back out, and I think it was a couple of weeks in hospital with that on. Then they went to this, and we're still, like I said before, crossing our fingers that when this comes off, it's good enough that I can use it.
Yep.
We don't know.
Will you
how
go to
long
like a
I'll be able to
cast or
use it
something?
for.
You
Probably.
won't go straight.
No.
No, you'll be in a moon boot or something.
Moon boot or a cast.
Yep.
Will they replace the cage with plates? Or are you
No, so that's what the reason. That's why this is potentially on for 3 to 4 months.
Yeah.
Because the bone is deteriorated and is so mushy from all the other
all the other shit. Yeah.
They've got no actual solid place to screw to.
Yeah, and you've
to
got
fix
scar
this.
tissue shit everywhere, and
All of it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
realistically, what they've said to me, it was like, this is your option. We'll do that 3 to 4 months. You might get a week out of it. You might get 10 years out of it. We don't know. You might not even be able to stand on it once this frame's off.
yeah, right.
We're just in hope.
Yeah, yeah.
So if that all fails, it's basically just fusing my leg to my foot so it's solid. I'll walk funny. It's like,
yeah, like peg leg sort of
probably
setup.
the
Yeah.
shittest situation before losing your fucking leg.
Yeah.
Because that was always also spoken about as amputation,
Yeah.
of just getting rid of it. But this is, they've done and they are doing everything they can to.
Yeah. Is it
for
your
that not
gear
happen.
foot or your brake foot?
Gear?
Gear.
Yeah. So I'll still be sweet for monos.
Yeah.
Brake foot's not
This is
injured.
where the Stark VARG comes in.
Yeah.
It didn't matter which foot he
Yeah,
said. The
yeah,
Stark
yeah,
VARG's good. You can put your brake up here. And there ain't no fucking gears on the
Yeah.
thing.
You're gonna get a Stark VARG. I was gonna say too, you've had some fusing going on too, yeah?
Yeah, I've got. So I had an internal cage sort of set up for 6 months when I broke my leg. So I had to get 2 surgeries on it. It was like, here's 1 surgery.
Yep.
Don't walk on it. You walk on it. You're starting again.
Yep.
So I was in a wheelchair / crutches.
Internal cage?
Yeah, so they bolted the bones together so nothing could move. So
Right.
tib, fib bolted together,
Yeah.
and ankle bolted.
To the base of the tib and the fib.
Yeah, yeah,
Or the fib.
yeah. And
Yeah.
so they pulled the 3 screws out,
Yeah.
sort of set up after 6 months, and then now I've just got the plates on both sides.
Right.
Yeah, so that
So
was one.
you lost fusion like your fusion was the loss of joint movement or
For
access?
6 months, both.
Right.
Both
Yeah.
bolted pretty much from the inside.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to have a cage or anything like
But
that.
now.
They took all that out, and I've just got the plates on either side.
Yeah.
So I've got movement in both my ankles.
Okay.
Something. What's your?
Yeah, my hand. Yeah, it's
his fingers. Something's fused. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's hectic.
yeah, it doesn't move. That had like 4 surgeries
Yeah.
That's
to get that to move again,
Yeah.
and it's
Nothing.
never got better than that. Yeah, just
That's crazy.
yeah, but yeah, both ankles metal plates, and
Yeah.
if I don't go because I'm back training for racing again.
Yeah.
If I don't go to gym for like 2 weeks and do my ankle rehab stuff that they gave me back then, my ankles become useless.
Yeah.
Pain, mobility is gone, all that stuff. But if I'm doing my rehab and I'm doing it at least once every 2 weeks, it's like I've never broken them.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. That's the spin out because they've said with this, like, because it was the ankle joint and that's what they had to rebuild. That's why they're saying you might get a week, you might get 10 years,
Yeah.
you might get nothing.
So,
because,
yeah, I'm guaranteed arthritis in that one. I've already got arthritis.
Yeah. We're riddled with it, man.
Yeah, yeah. But, like, I remember, I reckon when I did that one, I was 18 or 19. And so a while ago now, that was the really bad one. The other one wasn't bad. They just plated it.
Yep.
It was just a smaller bone,
Yep.
which I can't remember. It's always
It's
get the
the
tib.
tib.
The tib.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I always get them
Yeah.
two mixed up. It was a smaller bone. It was a spiral fracture. They just put a plate in there because I was racing in Europe in 2 weeks. And they're
Yeah.
like, if you want to race, we've got to plate it. Otherwise, it will heal naturally. So it was one of those ones where it was like, fucking do it so I can get back quicker.
Right.
But the bad one, it was just, I remember being like 18, 19. I knew that I was going to struggle with shit when I was older because I'd already broken a few bones. But the first thing the surgeon said to me, he goes, there's a bone in your ankle. If it moves, you're guaranteed to get arthritis. And I was like, oh, yeah. I'm like waiting for him to say it didn't move or it did move. And he's like, I had to put 2 screws through it.
Yep.
And I was like, oh,
So it's moved a bit.
yeah.
That didn't work.
The drill moved it up and down just the tiniest little
Just a
bit.
little bit. And you see those operating videos where they're like,
Well, that was like what he was saying when they was talking to the doctor. He's like, in a normal tradie vision, it's like, so do you like pre-drill?
yeah, right.
And
Like,
they're
do you put a pilot hole in that?
Yeah.
So it doesn't split the shin?
and then if you stop and think about it, right, think of a bone.
Yeah.
It's not like a hard bit. It's soft.
Yeah.
So if you
Do they pre-drill?
no, they
No?
go
Speed, man.
straight in,
At
hard,
fast.
fast. Because you know why? Stop, think, yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
Imagine
man.
the grip gun.
Man.
Fucking spinning some cunt's leg around the drill.
That's
like,
what they said, man. Like these
You know when you're putting up a sign, you're a sign, right? When you put up a sign and you fucking slip off the screw and put a dent in it.
That's exactly what we were saying, man. Because I've got 4 load-bearing pins into the shin,
Yeah, right. Yeah.
and they're 6 mil. They're 6 mil like pins in diameter.
Yeah.
6 or 8.
True.
And so that it's a solid pin, man.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know, to carry my weight. And she said that the surgeon said that it can carry a lot more weight. Like, so don't be scared to use it.
Yeah, over-engineer,
Yep. And they put an extra pin in. So I realistically only need 3, but there's 4 in there.
Yep.
That's due to if infection comes, I can pull one out and I'm still good to go.
Yeah. That's the biggest thing with those cages and shit like that is infection.
Infection, man. Yeah, and that's what they've been. So, and that's why,
Have you changed your diet? Or were you eating healthy beforehand? Like, have you changed your diet or anything?
No, I didn't really have to. But they have said, like, stop smoking.
Yeah.
That increases the chance of infection.
They used to say that
like-
shit to my dad all the time when he fucking got his knee replaced and his ankle fused.
Yeah.
They're like,
gotta stop those
if you
ciggies.
stop smoking, I was like,
Probably not.
yeah.
Yeah, nah, so, and that's what we're talking about, speed and the fucking going into the bone.
Yeah.
And I asked, like, what's the go? Like, how do you just,
Like from a distance?
thread it? Like, do you put a thread in there first?
Yeah.
On it, nah, we just get this thing spinning as hard as we can and just straight in.
That is so brutal.
I was like, that's why my shin hurts as much as it
Yeah.
does.
That's why any operation hurts. It's rough as.
Yeah. And man, the amount of dried blood that was on this cage that I've cleaned off since,
Yeah, right.
it would have been a massacre. Would have been shit everywhere.
Yeah, well, getting out of surgery hurts more than breaking the bone.
Yeah, waking up, man.
Fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
Fuck.
Everyone knows. Like that ache
And you're on
after
pain
a surgery.
meds.
Yeah.
You're on pain meds and it still hurts like fuck. You're
Yeah.
like, oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That ache after
Yeah.
a surgery is like nothing else, man. You're just like, and like you said too, you're still jacked up from the actual
Yeah.
what put you
Anesthetic.
under. Yeah. And then they've pumped you full of drugs and then you
They've
wake
probably
up
put a
and
nerve block in it or something as well.
and you're
it's
still like, oh
still-
my God, they have fucked me up
Yeah.
so hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This hurts way more than before the surgery. I think you've done it wrong.
Yeah, what have you done? Yeah.
That's such a common thing, like, are you sure you did this right? I'm more sore. Like, what the fuck?
Just on another note, real quick, I've finished my bottle of water here, and I had this one already, and I've had another drink, and this tastes like absolute fucking shit.
There you go.
Like honestly, man, there's such
Fluoride
a
and
different
microplastics.
Yeah, man. As soon as it hit my mouth, I was like, oh, that's different.
Really?
Yep, instantly. So
It is fucking good, man. Like, I cracked
This
the
isn't
second one.
soft.
Yeah.
This is not soft.
It's fucking square water. We want round water.
It is crazy how smooth that water is. Like, I feel like I sound crazy saying it. But, like, that's how
are.
fucked our water is.
Yeah. It's the same water as an expensive brand
Yeah.
Yeah.
that I can't say under
Yeah,
NDA
yeah,
reasons,
yeah.
but it's the same brand as an expensive brand and you can get it for free.
That's mad.
Yeah.
I need fucking gallons of it. I want to bathe in it. I want to shower in it. I want to swim in it. Fucking hell. Where are we at time-wise there, big dog? 13. That's not bad. Does anyone have anything else we can touch on or talk about?
How deep do you want to go?
Oh, well, I mean, that's up to you, to me, him. I don't know. We can go deep. How deep do you want to go?
What's the context of your life up until now that's made you the person you are today?
Fuck. That is the
Cop
deepest
that,
question
Shane.
ever, dude.
Cop that.
What is the context that's made me the person I am today? Fuck. I need to, like, what's the actual definition of context? Definition, isn't it? Context is definition.
Well, yeah.
You said you wanted to go deep.
I know.
And we don't even know the big words. That's when we know we're deep.
I don't even know what word. I don't even know, bro. That's a hard one.
Heaps of shit.
All of it.
Yeah, heaps of shit.
Highs, lows, fucking.
That's a hard question.
Yeah, no shit. Stumps ya.
Fuck.
It's not something that's easily answered.
No,
No,
no.
Like you go stew up and have a bit of a think.
Do you have an answer for you?
Not really. No. Well, you can start with your childhood and stuff like that. Like,
Well, I guess that's.
But then that's probably another podcast because that's like a 2-hour
Yeah, man.
conversation. That's it.
So this happened, and
Yeah.
yeah, okay. I can't answer that one for you right now. I'm going to have to seriously think about that. The context of your life that's made you who you
So
are.
you said before that you're back training. Whatnot.
Yep.
Sorry,
Yeah.
changing the subject here. But
Yeah,
it's
getting
just
away
flowing
from
on.
the deep.
Let's just talk shit.
You were training. How long since you've been doing that, and why are you doing that? What's coming up?
So I stopped racing professionally on quads in 2017.
Yep.
Basically, without sounding like a dick, I'd won everything there is to win in Australia.
Yep.
I'd raced overseas. I've won overseas. I've done well overseas.
Yep.
All that stuff. And I kind of got over it, and the freestyle stuff was coming in, and I was making way more money doing freestyle than I was racing.
Mm-hmm.
But I enjoyed racing more, but then the freestyle was kind of paying for the racing, and then it was just too much going on. So I stopped the racing. And then pretty much as soon as I stopped racing, I put on weight and I was focusing on other things. But yeah, and then my son came along, or my wife got pregnant, and I was just like, fuck, I weigh like 110 kilos. Not really super motivated to do much other than my signwriting business. Like I was focused on growing that and stuff like that. Dad passed away, and so I was in a slump from that and down in the hole from that. And then I was just like, and then Hunter was born, and I was just like, fuck it.
Yep.
I'm going racing.
Yep.
Yeah, true.
I'm going, like that's what I've known my whole life. It's what I've grown up.
Yep.
And I want Hunter to see me racing as well.
Yes.
So I plan on racing for like the next 5 to 7 years. Like, yeah, I'm going to be towards my late 30s.
Yep.
So he can see fucking what his dad did and
That's
everything
sick.
like that.
And
Yeah.
just grow up in the pits.
Yeah, exactly.
Like he's gonna be a
Yeah.
pit kid.
Cooper grew up in the pits.
Fuck
Yeah.
yeah.
And like essentially I did as well. Like
Yep.
Yep.
we all did and we traveled Australia as a family
Yep.
to race motorbikes.
Yep.
Yes.
Like it wasn't expensive holidays going here and there. It was like, hey, we get to do this, and while we're doing it, we're going to make a holiday out of it.
Yep. Yep.
And so we've travelled Australia, travelled the world
Yep.
from
That.
quads.
Yes.
And so I want to do that again, but with my family.
Yep. And you obviously want to be the best version of yourself for your son.
Oh, 100%.
With the bikes out of the
100%.
picture, man.
Yeah,
Like,
so
you know,
even if I didn't race, man, like I
you'd
wanted
go
to
to the
drop
gym.
weight. I've changed my diet.
Yep.
I'm drinking free water.
Yep.
Yep.
Like it changed heaps of stuff, and it's just changed my life completely too. Like thinking about how I can raise him. Like we live in this generation's coming up now is fucked.
Yeah, man.
And I got to make sure my kid doesn't fucking fall into that trap.
Yep.
And like fuck, so then I'm weighing up homeschool, fucking all this other shit because like I know the teachers that are teaching today. I went to school with them.
Yeah.
They're fuckheads.
Yeah.
Our parents' teachers fucking hit them.
Yeah.
And then our teachers were the same teachers, just they weren't allowed to hit us anymore.
Yes.
Yep.
They've all retired. Now the teachers of today are the people we went to school with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we know what they're like, and
Yeah.
they're fucking retarded.
Yeah. I do not want you to teach
I
my
don't want
child
you to teach
anything.
No.
You are a
man.
fucking dickhead.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
Sorry to all the teachers out there, but the truth is you went to school
yeah.
to learn more shit about shit that you have no life
and then-
experience.
and-
How can you
yeah.
teach my kid anything?
Exactly. And
Well, at least the right things.
The right, yeah, like,
yeah, and I feel like teachers have an agenda to push now too.
Fuck yeah.
They're putting fucking politically correct shit.
Yep.
Yep.
And
Yep, they
like,
have to
there's
follow
nothing wrong
the-
with being
follow
politically correct,
guidelines
but they're pushing agendas, and like, I don't want my kid growing up where fucking they're told who to vote for and
Yep.
all this shit, and that shit's coming from schools. Like they're pumping it into schools.
Yep.
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 And everything else, like the alphabet ninjas, and I'm probably going to offend people saying alphabet ninjas, but LGBTQ fucking STUV.
Yeah.
I don't
Alphabet
want,
ninjas.
I don't want that shit. Like
And
he's
it's
going to
good-
know
and
about it.
it's
He's going to
so-
know about it. It's going to be like, but I
course.
don't want him fucking being like,
In a classroom with little fucking Christy that thinks she's a cat and
No shit,
she's
man.
allowed
Like
to
the-
meow and drink
yeah.
from a bowl.
And that all comes down
like,
to
fuck
her
off.
parents having mental illness.
Fuck
Yeah,
right off.
yeah.
with
It's
that.
mental
and
illness.
trauma and
it's-
sugar at a young, like fucking, they're pumping sugar into kids that are fucking sick. Like,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Here, have this fucking Coca-Cola, kid. Shut up. Look
Yeah.
at your iPad.
Yeah.
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 That's not good for the brains.
Yeah. Look at, yeah, no shit. Like, here, stare at this iPad, have a fucking can full of fucking sugar while I fucking stare at my phone and fucking get in a scroll hole myself chasing that fucking tiny little dopamine fucking shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. and then complain about everything.
And
Yeah.
that's their and that's
Be
their plan.
entitled. Fuck, man. Everyone fucking hates me.
Yep.
Why?
Yeah, that is some big shit to sort of, I guess. What would be the prep for?
Yeah. It's
yeah,
just shit
so-
you have to think about. I have to think about now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like,
Well, I mean, I'm
already-
glad you are thinking about, because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
honestly think 90% of people don't.
No,
So,
and,
well
they're,
done.
and they're happy to just
Yeah.
put a fucking iPad in front of their kid and be like, here you go.
Yep.
What the fuck are you doing?
Yep.
No future. I remember an old wog dude used to tell me that when I was fucking on the job sites in the city working for the
Yeah.
union, and I was just down the bottom of this old thing, and he'd always come past and he'd be, no future. No future with you young. And I'm like, you know what? I'm having a good crack here. I'm going to prove you wrong, but I get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
There is no, we're all fucked.
Yeah. Trophies for 8th place.
Yeah.
Fucking, that's going to work.
Yeah.
And we've proven that that it's not working now.
Yeah.
Like, that's exactly what we've been talking about, is because people are given 8th place trophies.
Yeah, entitlement.
Yeah. And they are bloody fucking entitled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The plan, it's working. Their big plan is working
Yeah.
But it's also fucking fallen flat on its face too.
to a certain degree.
No, I don't
but
think
there's,
so.
There's still
People-
people out there, man.
People are still going, and it doesn't matter who you vote for in America right now, but we're not American.
Yeah.
People are still going to vote for Biden. And he is living proof that the guy in front of the cameras does fucking nothing.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
guy
man.
can't even stand up straight or fucking put a sentence together.
Sentence,
He's
yeah.
not doing shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people are still like, fucking Biden.
Puppet.
They've proved the conspiracy theory real, that that the president's a puppet.
Yep.
Yeah.
They've proved it real. And people are still like, he's my president.
Yeah, I know. I think, but you're always going to have like your dumb cunts. If you look at the majority of people, everyone is sort of, after the COVID thing, I do feel like a lot of people have taken that little bit of a step back. You know, like even, older people, like our parents and that, they're looking at things a bit differently now.
Taking
Yeah,
a
but it's
while.
They're
gone-
listening
it's-
to us a bit more because
Yeah.
we're like, hey, you know this, and I said this 5 years ago, and they're like, fuck, he was right. Now they're listening a little bit more, so it's coming through. But I think there's still that population of people that just cannot accept. They're just too deep in the system. So it's like if you accept that, your whole life is a lie. That's fucking hard.
Yeah. But
Like-
at the same time, like, history repeats itself.
Yep.
And people are already forgetting about fucking 2020,
Well,
2021.
Yeah.
Yes,
All that
I know,
shit.
I know. People,
And-
people forget so easily.
Yeah.
And it's
It's not that they forget so easy; they just don't want.
They don't
They,
wanna,
yeah,
like,
no,
yeah.
they don't.
They
Yeah,
don't wanna deal with
100%,
it,
That's
man.
it. That's it. Yeah.
it's that responsibility.
the next
thing
person's
too.
problem.
Yeah, people
Yeah.
do not want to take
We'll just
responsibility for shit.
abide by whatever it is that we're getting told to do, and that's what I was saying. We're going to say before when you were saying, like, it's people have opened up, people have seen it, people understand it for what it is now since that time, but it's too late. I reckon it's too far gone. There's still too many people that are fucking in looking at things in the wrong light.
But you got to think of it too. Those people have zero fucking power. The cunts that can see it, that are doing more, that have that, like, we're the ones with the power now.
Yeah, but
Does that
for
sorta
us
make
to have
sense?
power, we need quantity.
Yeah, I know it doesn't feel like it, but it's out there. There is a lot of people on this whole, like, seeking route now.
For sure.
Where, like, you dudes that have always been a little bit open, and, we fucking 10 years ago, we were fucking truth seekers, bruv.
2012.
Word. Where only now people are starting to, like, look behind the curtain a little bit more and stuff like that. So I do think it's, like, growing. I do still feel like, look, long story short, majority will always follow.
Yes.
But if that small percentage is loud enough and strong enough, that follow group will just go, follow
Yeah,
that
the followers
rather than-
will become following, let's say, in the right way. They'll follow the right
yes.
track
Yeah.
with the right people. But I just don't know if it's too late for that.
Well,
Because
and
the
again-
plan's already in place. It's working. Things have passed in Parliament. Things have,
Yeah.
we're fucked
Yeah.
Yeah.
no matter what.
Aldi have facial recognition when you go into the...
We're fucked.
Do they?
Uh-huh. I got banned from one the other day. I learned all about it.
Well, okay, let's talk about being banned from Aldi.
Aldi.
Yeah,
What did you
in
do to
Warragul.
get banned?
They thought I was shoplifting, and then I got offended that they thought I was shoplifting. So
Yeah.
I may have revved up a little bit in return.
You fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Right.
So the only thing I emptied out of my pockets when they asked me to empty my pockets, because it was the manager lady kind of shut off the trolley as I paid. So I'd already paid. If I hadn't paid, I would have flipped the trolley and just left it there and walked out.
Fuck yeah.
But I'd already paid, so I was like, I'm taking this. This is mine. And she blocked off the trolley, and she was asking the guy behind the cash register to tell me to empty my pockets.
Really?
Yeah. And so the guy behind the cash register, I was hoping he knew his cards a little bit, and so I pulled out my keys. That's the only thing I put out of my pocket. Hopefully he sees that I have a Chev. And he goes, maybe he isn't robbing us. He has an expensive car. That didn't work. And then they were like, and then because like my
He's
head,
stolen the car too.
this guy's robbed some car and come grocery shopping. But I went shopping early Sunday morning. Took Hunter, so I had my son with me. And so it was just me and Hunter. He's in the front of the trolley. We're cruising along. She eyeballed me as I went in, and I was like, yeah, whatever. And I wasn't wearing, like, everyone in our industry or our upbringing and everything, we all wear hats. Not lucky they're not fucking duck-billed anymore. we've slowly gone towards a small bend.
Only because I can't duck bill. This hat's too strong.
I actually spoke to my
fucking thing.
I actually spoke to my manufacturers, and they can actually do flat peaks.
Oh,
so I
do
might do
it.
a small run for Schmido and the hardcore mad dogs out there.
Fuck yes.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So not wearing a hat, had been to the barber maybe 2 days before. My whole head's tattooed.
Right.
So she's seen the head tattoo and whatever and just judged me straight away.
Yeah, he's come here to steal.
Yeah, he's come here to look at this bikey looking motherfucker. He's gonna steal
with
some
his
bananas.
son too, like,
Fuck,
Yeah, and you're in a
man.
grocery shop and like yada yada yada. So whatever, and so she's cornered me off and everything, and like empty your pockets. I'm like nah, and then empty. No, you need to empty your pockets. And I was like, why? I got head tattoos. You fucking anyone with head tattoos needs to empty their pockets, do they? Like, it's art. It ain't fucking.
yeah,
I don't
right.
have teardrops or shit. Like, fuck. And then.
Even so, it's still art.
Yeah, and they're
Fuck
like,
off.
yeah, and they're like, oh, you need to empty your pockets. And I was like, yeah, that's what me and my son here do on Sunday mornings. We go around robbing Aldis.
Yeah.
And then,
What
you need,
the
they're
fuck?
like, and then so I was like, I'm not emptying my pockets. Like, get the fuck out of my way. I'm leaving. I'm never fucking coming back. And she goes, I'd strongly suggest you not come back. We've got facial recognition here. Yada, yada, yada. And so you can't come back. So
Really?
I'm banned from there. So I took my trolley, unloaded it, grabbed Hunter, had Hunter in my arm. And then this is probably where I was like, fuck, DHS is going to get called here. Because I was like, I was going to leave the trolley in the middle of the car park. And then I was like, no, that's unfair to the other people coming here. So I took the trolley back and I broke the trolley. Like, I slammed it. I left the dollar in it and everything. Like, I couldn't get it out. I broke the fucking trolley, flipped the dude off while I'm holding my 7-month-old son. And I got into my American truck and drove out of there. So yeah, banned from Aldi.
That is crazy.
Yeah,
Do you
so-
know what she thought you were stealing?
No
Like, or
idea.
where did
Like,
it come from?
what am I stealing from Aldi? Like, everything in there is cheap. It's the idea of the fucking shop.
So you didn't empty anything?
No.
Just the keys?
I just took
she
my keys
real-
out of my pocket and emptied nothing else. So my
So
wallet's in my pocket, phone's in my pocket. And that's all that was left in my pockets anyway.
Yeah.
And I'm wearing like a hoodie like this. So it is baggy and whatnot, but like, I'm just like, nah.
That's so crazy because, like,
Yeah.
again, too, like, knowing you're literally like the last dude to do that.
That's
like,
right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? You were literally like the most genuine, like, you know, fucking pay your dues kind of
Yeah.
guy. It's like, fuck, what were you thinking, bitch? Like, what
Yeah.
made you go, yeah, he definitely put that in his pocket?
Yeah.
Like, did you, like, you know, is it
I
as
didn't
stupid as, like, check
play
your
with
phone
my
and
nothing.
weird?
Didn't check my phone at all or anything. Like I go out of my way to stay off my phone when I'm around Hunter, so he doesn't see people looking at phones flat out.
Yeah, word.
Yeah. So most of the time I'm with Hunter, my phone's in my pocket. Like I don't get it out a whole heap unless someone rings me and I answer it. But 8:30 Sunday morning, no one's calling me.
Yeah.
And so yeah, then where I train, the gym I'm at, there's it's like a real niche athlete gym.
Yep.
And there's a cop there. So I was asking the cop, like, are they allowed to tell me to empty my pockets and everything? She's like, nah. But she goes, they do have facial recognition, so don't go back. Because if you go back, like they'll call us straight away. And she said, Aldi call us fucking nearly every day.
Really?
Yeah.
So, what we're talking about
and
is a shit manager at that Aldi.
Yeah, because she goes, I nearly called it Safeways. Fuck, this I'm old.
It always will be Safeway too. It's fuck Woolworths.
Yeah. So she said Woolies and Coles barely call, and she goes, they get robbed way more. Like even like my neighbour has said he's literally watched someone go through the self-serve thing with the trolley, get to the end, and then just fucking run out. And apparently it's real common at the minute. Like cost of living's pretty fucked at the minute. Like interest rate. If you got a mortgage, like you're out of pocket an extra $4,000
these days it's not a thing. But like back right when that self-serve came in, I was a little bit fucking struggle city times, and like I might have not scanned a few things.
Yeah.
Now it's hectic. There's a camera in your face. You literally you walk in and your fucking face is on the screen.
There's a human there too, looking over your shoulder.
Yeah.
Like, fuck off.
And if they want to chase me down for the 15-cent bag, I didn't pay for it. I'm never going to pay for a fucking bag.
I turn around when they go, you going to pay for that? I look at them and go, you going to pay for it? I'm not fucking paying 15 cents for your fucking bag that rips on me way out the shop anyway.
Exactly.
Get
fucking
fucked, cunt.
Yeah.
No chance.
Yeah. So she said that, Aldi calls flat out. And then her partner, that's also works as a police officer, obviously, has tattoos on the neck.
Right.
And he's being questioned in there.
Right.
He's a fucking cop.
Okay, so what one is it?
Warrigal.
Warrigal Aldi.
Aldi.
Your manager is a fucking racist dog.
I said to Stevie, I've been racially profiled.
100%.
And she goes, what race are you? She goes,
The tattooed race.
I was like, she goes,
Gangster
white
race.
people have nothing to stand on. I was like, she white trash profiled me.
True.
I got treated like white trash.
It's bogan profiling, or you know what I mean, like scumbag.
Just because I
profiling.
live in the country where there's bogans, there's more of.
That's so fucked up, isn't it? How like, and like you said, it's clearly the case. If that cop has been picked on, that manager is just a hater.
Yeah. Just has something against tattoos.
I'd be there every day. And I'd be like, call the
She's
coppers.
probably been transferred out of like Toorak or something.
Probably.
I'm just being like, fuck, what are these people with tattoos in here? They're here to rob us.
Fucking hell.
That's a wild fucking.
Yeah.
That is wild.
But also, she's obviously been put in the manager's, but why does she care?
I know.
Yeah. That's what I was about to say, man. That's sad that a person, that's the kick that she gets.
Yeah.
And probably the only kick that she gets in her
Making her
life.
feel like
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
worthy
Like,
of
you know,
something.
like, what a fucking piece
Yeah,
of
just
shit.
power tripping in a fucking food shop.
Yeah. That you have, like, you can get fired tomorrow, cunt.
Yeah.
it's not
No
yours.
one gives a
I don't know if
fuck about
Aldi's
you.
from Germany or Switzerland or
Yeah.
something like that, but
They don't care
they
about
do
you,
not
bitch.
care.
That's crazy.
Oh, Shano, you just caught some air in the background there.
Did I?
On the
No,
80.
that's
nah,
Kapiris.
yeah, no, you were before him.
Was I? That's you, Schmiedo.
Yeah, dog.
Here he is. Oh, double
Of course. Shano!
Hey,
Cakes it.
Fuck this. Give me the camera. I'm filming you, boys. That's exactly where
Yeah, the Stark VARG, just turn it up a bit.
Yeah, there you go.
That's why I need the Stark. Fuck the old tabletop of Kapiris, huh? Well, it's all going on at the moment. We've got the classic scene in fucking Gone in 60 Seconds. Eleanor is just ripping through. Look at that.
Fuck yeah.
That's right.
Good movies.
Fuck yeah.
Don't make them anymore.
I know, there.
Because they don't go to cinema, so they're like, fuck it. Going straight to TV.
Yeah, cinema's dead. Well, how long are we on? We're on. We'd be close to 2, wouldn't we? Hour and a half. All right. I'm pretty good. Is anyone else good? Is everyone else good?
I'm good, yeah, I'm good.
I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, touched some topics and...
We're not going deep again. I learned my lesson.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Way to kill the air time.
just stump me. I'm gonna have to go back and like fucking nut that question out and do like a whole episode on so.
Yeah, next year when you come back to do the next podcast, you'll be able to answer your
I'll answer that
question.
question. So I've worked out that what was the question?
Oh, now you've
What's
stumped him.
the context
Context.
of your life, as stuff that's happened to you so far that's made you who you are today?
Yeah.
Crazy question.
It is
I know,
deep.
it is deep.
It's deep as fuck. Yeah, other than that, fucking cheers for coming. Fucking cheers for the waters.
No worries.
Get around Creative 48, my dudes, Instagram, all that stuff.
Yeah, sure.
Facebooks.
Yeah, all of it.
All of it.
Google,
Yeah.
all those jazz. Hit
Yeah,
them
the
up.
Googles.
If you got a
We're
company,
Australia wide at the minute.
that's the
Just
ticket.
pretty fucking cool thing to.
Yeah,
Yeah, Creative 48's killing it at the minute, so it's good.
yeah,
Yeah,
That's good,
Got a
man.
good crew with me, so
That's good.
Yeah.
Good to hear.
yeah,
Fucking killing it, bruv.
yeah. And you, wait, so I do have a question for you.
Yeah, hit me.
Business, right? We talk about business right now, eh?
All right, let's talk business.
You are like an amazing videographer, right?
Thank you.
Like insane. So because you have your passion for it, you film shit that you're passionate about.
Yep.
But if you filmed weddings and like charge 10 grand a pop,
Mm-hmm.
you don't do that because you're not passionate about it.
Yep.
100%. That's it. Like,
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Nah. There's a lot of pressure with things like weddings.
Right.
Like, for example, if we're using weddings as an example, I've done 4 weddings.
yeah,
The first wedding I done was for my sister, and then the next 3 were for close friends.
yeah,
If I care about them, it's cool. It's still, it struggles because I don't care about your love in a nutshell.
yeah.
Like, fuck you, cute
I'm
shit.
the same.
cunt. Fuck off. Bro. But I also appreciate the art of it too. So like, if I'm in the zone, I can capture it, and I do care to a point. But
Yeah.
it's more, not things like weddings. There's just so much expectance.
Yeah.
That it's like, if you don't hit that mark,
Yeah.
you've got a fucking angry cunt of a bride, and fuck that bitch.
True. I'll rephrase my question, right?
All right.
Everything MDP is passion based.
Correct.
So everything you do is like, you're passionate about it. You fucking want to do it because you want to fucking do it.
Yep.
How do you say no to people that are like, say for instance, a video opportunity comes around, it's fucking 10 grand, it's for a business that you couldn't give 2 fucks about, and you're just like, nah.
Oh, 10 grand, I'd say yes.
No, okay, we'll say,
No,
yeah, less, right.
On it,
You,
in
have to say no
how
to
do you
people.
say no? Like, saying no
your
is the question.
MDP would say no to people because, like, there's that many people that fucking froth MDP.
Yep.
Like, there's a burnout guy near us that we wrapped his car and stuff. He knows who you are. He's
Yeah,
like,
right.
he wouldn't film a burnout video for me. I'm
Yeah,
like,
right.
yeah, because, like,
Couldn't give a fuck.
it's
Yeah.
MDP, man. MDP does what MDP does. Like,
Well, I can say I've been around him in like, in the last 4 years, whatever, that you were getting hits for certain things and you would literally just say, no.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
not
like,
doing
I
it.
know why, but this is like, for, like, because,
Yeah.
like, like, so many people ask me questions about you.
Yeah.
They're like, your friends, like, I follow him, you're friends with him, right? And they're like, well, why doesn't he do that? People say it to me too. They're like, oh, man, you can wrap cars. Why don't you fucking wrap fucking Lamborghinis and shit? Like, why don't you do it? I'm like, well, there's shit I don't want to do.
Yep.
But, like, for these people asking me shit, like...
I think, you know what's funny about that? I think saying no, you know who fucking taught me to say no?
Russ.
Fucking hope he did. That cunt said no.
Is he the one living in the bush that hunts?
Nah, that's Hilly.
Hilly.
Russ is a Harley skids.
Okay, yep.
Fucking loves it.
Mates with Rossi and that.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. So we lived together at 68 for fucking couple of years there. I was a yes man.
Yeah, right.
Asked me to do it. I'll fucking, got
Yeah,
ya.
yeah.
Let's go. Yes.
Yep.
I'd ask him to do things and he would just turn around to me and go, no. And I'd go, fuck, you're an asshole. But it worked for him.
Yeah. My dad wasn't scared to say no.
Yeah.
And I think he ended up getting more respect.
And that's almost the trick in it. And like, I think I sort of seen that through Russ and was just sort of like, no, you know what? Like, and you just have to like, it's that balance. It's like, am I going to get anything out of this or am I just doing this for them?
Yeah.
Like, I think that's that.
And I think with saying no too, like, you're good at it. My dad was good at it. Hopefully I'm good at it. But like, some people say no and it comes across lazy. They're like, oh, he's
Yes.
saying no because he's fucking lazy.
Yes.
Can't
you
be
need a good...
fucked.
Yeah.
Not that I'm one
It's-
for
it's-
excuses,
Yeah.
but you need a pretty good excuse. You know, like when people, for instance, like that burnout thing, a lot of people are like, oh, I've seen your Summer Nuts movie, bro. Can you come out to Stall and film the fucking burnouts here on Saturday? No. Like, and it comes down to one being like, I'll sort of drop it in a sense of like, well, like this costs me money, man.
Yeah.
I can't just get in my car for free, go and fucking film something for you so you get a clip for your fucking Instagram. Like, I don't give a fuck, dude.
Yeah.
So that comes in and I sort of like lay that down a little bit nicer and be like, bro, unless like the manager or the fucking dude's paying me, I go to Summer Nats because it's a fucking huge event.
Yeah.
Your little event at Stall at the fucking burnout strip means nothing to me.
And Summer Nuts isn't a job.
No, that's
It's
it's
out of passion.
promotion.
Yeah.
It's passion. It's like, you know what? Like I went there once and it was a vibe. Everyone vibed my video, so I'm sort of trying to just maintain that goodness.
Yeah.
But at the same time, too, you like, fuck Summernath.
Oh, I'm very much over it.
And the cars. And
I just don't.
all of it.
Sort of. Like I am a bike dude mostly. Like cars, I'm just a fucking excited male.
Yeah.
If you fucking rock up in any car and do a skid, I'm gonna go, yeah. But I don't care. Like these people, some of these burnout dudes, it's like live, breathe, mangin'.
But I understand where they can see what
Why it
you've
looks like
done.
that.
And it's like, where's your burnout car, Shane? Why aren't you on the pad?
Fully. And I get that. But like, it just doesn't interest me. I'd rather, in all honesty, find someone that's building a burnout car and make a documentary about them.
Yeah.
Like, than me. Like, don't get me wrong. I'd love to just fucking drop 100K on a car and just fucking run it into a wall for the crowd. But that's an entertainment thing.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it to win. I'm going to do it entertainment. Like, I'm going to hit that pad and do something a little bit crazy. So, yeah, but sort of going back to your question on the whole no thing, I think that it just comes down to being like knowing what's actually going to serve you.
Yeah.
Probably.
True.
Um,
And is Summer Nuts your biggest video?
you sort of.
Think?
Fink's a slow burner.
Yeah,
It comes back around every year.
Every single person that tells me about the Netflix documentary, I'm like, fuck the Netflix documentary.
Yeah.
I've got one for you. This is way better.
Fuck yeah. And
Yeah.
I think it's a bit of a slow burner one. The Summer Nuts stuff does always sort of peak. The last year wasn't as great as I expected it to be. Like, to the point, like, the Spanion video of Spanion in Melton done way better than my Summer Nuts video.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
took me
That's what another thing people say to me.
Yeah, I was in the dude from Melton in the Spanion video. I seen him in the Spanion video.
Yeah. Oh, your friend's in the Spanion video.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, that's when people know I'm friends with you, that's what I get. He's
You
in
know
the
what
Spanion video, and people that don't know you that see this hat always tell me that I used to smoke them.
Oh, did
They're
you?
the ciggies I used to smoke. Where'd you get that hat?
Oh shit. I was gonna there was something you said that I was gonna fucking touch on that was like a good point.
Context of your life so far.
Nah, it was like
Still thinking.
nah, it was
was your
something
childhood.
about people. You said something that was like when people ask.
About you in the Spanion video.
Nah, it was like before that. Oh, I've fucking completely lost it. Completely. I don't know what it was now. Change the subject. It might come back to me. But yeah. Anyway, yeah. Just sort of saying no is it's a bit of just you've just got to know what's good for you. I mean, don't get me wrong. You might say no to the right thing.
Yeah.
You might go, I don't want to do that, and then fucking it happens, and you look back and go, fuck, I should have said yes to that. And it might be the opposite. You might go, yeah, and you get
And it
stuck
turns
in
out to be an
something, and you're
absolute
like,
cunt of a job.
fuck, what did I say
100%,
yes for?
yeah.
Like, you know, what I was going to say is the whole, when you said something before about when people, oh, you know, like, why don't you rap Lamborghinis? And why isn't he doing this? And why isn't he doing that?
Oh, I find it's so funny.
That's a perfect,
I love it.
That's you reflecting on me.
Yeah.
That's what you want to do.
Yeah,
but you don't have the fucking
100%.
balls to even give it a crack, cunt. So you're like, hey, Books, you should make yellow jumpers. Why?
Yeah.
You should make yellow jumpers.
Yeah.
Or that whole, like, the idea thing. People are very, hey, man, I've got this idea and I know you're doing something. You should try this. And it's like, well, firstly, I'm doing it, so I'm going to tell you that idea is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
That's going to hurt your feelings. You're going to go, yeah, my idea's stupid. It's like, but if you were in here, do it. That's people.
And it still could be stupid.
Oh, it probably will be.
Yeah. But
Fuck
like,
yeah. But
if
you need to do it to learn it was stupid.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm not going to do it.
fail
I've done that.
and learn.
Fuck yes.
Yeah. And if you fail, if you do the same thing over and over again and keep failing and then you don't change anything, that's the definition of
psychopath.
Yeah.
Fuck yes.
But like you need
literally
to
like
fail,
expecting
learn
results.
to succeed.
Yes.
100%.
100%.
Yeah.
And that's
that's
the biggest thing that stops people, I think.
Yeah.
People are so
And
afraid to fuck up.
That is the definition of being a business owner.
Fuck yeah.
I was going to
Every
say,
day.
that
Every
is
day.
so fucking thick to me with what you're saying now because I've just learnt it over the last 5 years.
No
Like
shit.
solidly learnt it over the last 5 years.
And people don't get it. Like people that,
Oh,
and
man.
it comes back to entitlement. People working for people, like they just don't get it.
No.
They don't get it. And then like,
There's so many levels of not getting it either. There's like being a boss. It's like the time thing. Like, you know, when you work for someone, oh, do me 8 hours, I'm gone.
yeah,
That's all I care about.
yeah.
Like, I don't stop.
No.
Like
No,
I was
there's-
fucking printing shirts at fucking 9:30, 10 o'clock last night.
Yeah, but there's
And
room
then-
for more.
Oh,
Because
always.
you can think you're the busiest person ever, and then an opportunity comes along and you make time for it. You're like,
Yes.
oh, I wasn't
That's
busy.
100%. That's what.
I remember
I
you
think-
said that to me a
I,
while
say, I
ago.
try and say that
Yeah.
all the time. Like when I first started, I thought I was busy.
Yeah.
Cunt, I wasn't doing fuck all.
No.
And that's when you hear these people that are like in the beginning of it and that, you know, oh, I did a job on Tuesday and I'm still just like running off the adrenaline on it on Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. Like, cunt, you did fucking nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Like, wait till you literally can't, like, you just don't have enough hours in the day.
Yeah.
Like, and you're fucking that tired that it's 11:30 and you're like, I could keep going, but I also do know I need to sleep.
Yeah.
So I need to wind the fuck down.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna have a crack tomorrow. Like,
Yeah,
But I've
then
also
you're the
got
opposite
somebody
of
calling me
Yeah,
for another thing that they
fuck
want
yes.
done.
Yeah. Yep.
yeah, you're the opposite. I get up early and do all my thinking before,
Yep.
and then
Yeah,
it
see,
gets
I'm
to
a
like
night.
2, 3 o'clock. I'm out.
True.
See you later. Yeah. But
Yes.
then I get as much as I need to get done.
Yep.
And if there needs to be more done, I do more.
Yep.
And yeah, people can't just wrap their head around that.
No.
And have you found that what you said there, like, you know, do what needs to be done, but then there's always room for more, and if it needs to be done, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Now you've got your son
Mhm.
throwing a bit of a spanner in the mix for that. It's harder to just do more.
To a degree, I'm lucky. My wife Stevie's a fucking legend,
Yep.
and so she's on maternity leave still. So during the week, I'm not waking up at night, like.
Right.
But like, I'm still pulling my weight. Don't worry about that. But I ain't waking up during the night. I wake up at 4:48 every day,
Yep.
weekends and all.
Yep.
Yeah, Creative 48. I just make sure the first thing I see in the morning is number 48. And
It's all
fucking
it's all
revs me up.
it's a numbers game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
revs me up, and then I'm out the door. Like it does suck. I don't get to see Hunter first thing in the morning. Sometimes I do. If he gets up early, I'll fucking
Yep.
go say good morning.
Yep.
But then I'd try, like, soon I won't be working Tuesdays. That'll be just me and him.
Yep.
Sick.
When she goes back to work, Tuesday's going to be my day because I don't want to go on daycare and shit. Same
Yeah.
reason, like I said before.
Yep.
And so with Hunter, like, I just make sure, like, I get home from work, no phone. Like, I'm
Stops,
hanging out with Hunter
Yep.
as much as I can. He's finally at an age where he knows what's going on now. Like, he knows who I am and all
Yes.
that stuff.
Yep.
The first 6 months is a fucking
A football.
yeah. And then so my job with N was, like, when I do get home from work, is to make Stevie's life a lot easier.
Yep.
So give her a break and do as much as I can. So yeah, you just make it work.
It's no different to like what you were saying, what we were saying earlier. Like, it's just like, fuck, you've got your daily shit that's planned out. If something else pops in,
Yeah.
well, you make that work.
Yeah,
It's just routine.
You know,
yeah,
it
you
comes-
make it work, and that's the number one thing for a business owner, I think,
Yeah.
Yeah.
is you can make shit work.
Yeah.
On the fly.
Yeah.
You can adapt,
Yeah.
adjust, and fucking
Yeah.
go.
And I
When
think-
you're
And if you can't do that, don't be a business owner.
don't be a business
Yeah.
owner.
Yeah.
And I think you'll only know, I know that you'll only know that once you do that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Give
know,
yourself a year, and if you can't fuck it, if you're
you'll know
Yeah.
real quick.
Yeah,
Real
you'll
fucking
figure it
quick.
out. You'll figure it out, and then you'll have respect for your boss that you hated.
You're like,
Fuck
fuck
this
off.
you're
guy.
like, fuck that
No wonder he's so angry all the
Yeah,
time.
I get that.
That's why my dad was grumpy.
That is fucking. That was a fucking fuck. I keep just having things and then we fucking trail off. I was gonna fucking say something about the fucking business deal. Oh, the busy. You know what's funny too? It's that whole at the start you're feeling busy. Well, I'm flat out. You just don't know what the fuck you're doing.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Parenthood's the same.
You're running.
I could imagine, but on
would
another
be.
level.
Yeah, fucking
Yeah.
Parenthood, you got no idea. And then when you have a kid, you realize that your parents have no fucking idea either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just making it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's like a lot of people's. Once you get into it more, you obviously start to like
You learn.
Yeah, so like those things that were taking you a day to do, take an hour now.
Yeah.
So then you fill it with more stuff, and then, you know, all these other things come in, and you
Yeah.
end up sort of being actually busy.
Yeah.
Like, if that makes sense, rather than like,
But not just you're being productive.
that's
Yeah.
the, yes.
Yeah.
Actual
Yeah,
production.
there's being
is
busy and there's being
Yeah,
productive.
you can be busy and not be productive.
Yeah, yeah.
You
fucking
won't
oath you
last
can.
long.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
You definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
and
an
it's just
interesting one,
a massive learning curve, and it doesn't stop. You don't stop learning.
No.
Man, that's one thing my dad says to me nearly every time I
Yeah,
speak to him.
yeah.
If I go to him with some sort of concern or some sort of like, been doing this for this long now and just figured this or whatever it may be, he's like,
Yeah.
mate, I'm 60 plus years of age and I'm still learning daily.
Yeah,
You're
100%.
never going to fucking stop.
Yeah,
And I think if you're the right person, that shit's sick.
yeah,
Yeah.
And
The wrong person can't do that,
No,
right? Some
no,
people just
100%.
have to
Yeah.
fucking follow suit,
Yeah.
and that's cool. Know that about yourself and do it. But if you do have that fucking just drive in ya,
yeah, and you need that. You don't start a business because you want some me time.
no. Like
and,
that
and
whole,
then people do. They want, I want freedom. Oh, I want this. Hey, the first
I
time I,
want to live
started,
my own life. Like,
yeah, the first time I started a business was so I could ride more.
yeah.
Yeah.
I learned that quickly. That's not how it works. But like that's what you're doing. You're learning, and the better you get at it, guess what? For all the people out there thinking about starting a business, it doesn't get easier. It just changes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just gets harder on another level.
Yeah.
You just become
'Cause
more
you
adapt. You adapt
hear
to it.
You hear it so often, and it's with everything. Like, oh, it'll get easier. No, it just
No.
changes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I think I don't think it gets easier. You just adapt better
Yeah.
to these situations.
And the people that think
know?
it gets easier, they're taking the easy option.
Yeah.
And the easy option leads to the fucking hard option.
Yes, eventually.
Yeah.
fucking
You got
Well,
two- you got two
the
choices.
harder,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
even harder because you
Yeah,
got to
yeah.
play catch up. You got to do everything that you should have been
100%.
doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, hectic.
Yeah. Everything has two just choices. One's the easy, one's the hard.
Yep.
The hard road's actually easier than the easy road.
Sort of.
Yeah. It's just more confronting.
Yes, and scarier.
Yeah.
And like it hurts more,
Yeah.
but it is. It's fucking interesting that when you sort of put that into perspective like that, you know what I mean? Like it is. It's you do have to, but it's one of those things too. Like I feel like I mean, not to like take it away from women, but like real men strive in that sort of pressure cooker
Yeah.
environment.
I'm not
So
in a
do
pressure
chicks,
cooker.
man.
I'm
Yeah.
useless.
Yeah.
I need
Same.
to be in a pressure cooker.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'm bored. Like I need to have that hurry up cunt sort of, it's got to get done. Fucking let's make it happen.
Yeah.
Fucking, or it's just sort of like, who gives a fuck? And
Yeah.
I think that's probably a big thing where that's probably the difference between successful businesses and non-successful businesses. Like you need to put that pressure on yourself.
Yeah.
People don't. They're just sort of like, I'm running a business and
Yeah.
I've got all this free time.
Yeah, and
If you got no money because your business isn't working, but
Yeah.
like you had one job last week. What the fuck are you talking about? Like
Yeah.
you're full of shit, dude. Like, and I know this because like I said that at the start. You know, I got one print job and I'm fucking running a business. I can
Yeah.
fucking go op shopping for the next rest of the week.
Yeah.
I don't have fucking time to op shop now.
Yeah.
I can't even go to the fucking print ink shop to get new screens because I just don't have fucking time.
Yeah.
Like it's, and you know, then that starts, you know, your different times. It's like I don't have time to fuck off during the day because I'm fucking picking him up and fucking running around and then doing this and then setting. It's just sort of like, fuck, where do you have this time? And that's with the points where you're like, you weren't busy.
Yeah.
You're a fuckhead, cunt.
Yeah.
You weren't busy at all.
Yeah.
You were fucking lazy, cunt.
Yeah.
Like you were doing
Or like
nothing.
you said, you just didn't know what you were doing or what you should have been doing. So it felt like you were just under this pressure and immense
It's
fucking
all in
like
the head, but you weren't
I've-
doing anything. There
I've
was no
only
production.
gotten time now. Like I can do this podcast today because
Yep.
of the last 10 years.
Yeah.
It's taken
Yeah.
me 10 years to get
Yeah.
this day to do this podcast.
Yes, correct.
And now, like even now, like there's a team, there's 5 of us now, which
Yep.
is fucking sick.
That's
so I can
mad.
do shit like this.
Yep.
And now I work on my business, not in my business. And that's been,
I fucking love that. And when
Yeah.
you first told me that quote, it made me go, I need to start looking at things differently.
yeah.
Because I was busting my ass in my business.
Yeah.
And it's like,
That's what it is for.
Exactly. Kick back and do these. Even though we need to hurry the fuck up because he's going to go out there and print some fucking t-shirts because we've got heaps on. But that to me was just one of those real big, like, not like a wake up call, but like it hit. It was like, fuck, like as a biz, I've been so in this. I haven't worked on it.
Yeah.
I'm just fucking getting it done.
Yeah.
So it's like when you can take that step out, which was
It's hard to grow when you're doing that shit
at the
too.
start.
Yeah.
But once you get comfy,
But you need to do it.
yeah.
You need to do it at the start.
Yep. Yeah. Fucking oath. Yeah, you need to be in your work because then how can you teach anyone
Exactly.
if you haven't done the hard yards in a sense? But
and then you're too much on the outside.
yes,
Yeah.
correct.
You need it. It needs to be done.
Yeah.
But then for you to grow your business, you got to work on your business.
Yes, massive, man, and that was one
And
of those
it's,
things.
I guess, when you're a one man show, like, well, I guess I am now because you guys have got your workers and
but
stuff.
we've all been
One man show.
Fucking
100%.
yeah.
It's not hard because we were just saying you can find the time, but yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. I've completely lost me fucking train of thought.
True.
Yeah, you've got to lay in the groundwork.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's kind of where I was going. I'm still in it.
Yeah.
Because 4 years, 5 years.
Yep.
But I'm getting to a point now where I can see what you're saying, like working on it.
Yeah.
I've had all the thoughts like, all right, I need to do this and do that and do this to make it better for it to then run smoother on the inside.
Yeah.
But it's taken me 5 years to get to that point because I've just been in it.
Which I think again, that's like you need to do that because it's like you can't work on because like you need to be the one that resolves those issues that come up. So if you just all right, I'm starting a business, I'll hire you. Those people have to resolve those issues because you're on the business, not in it.
Yeah.
So like you're relying on them to either do it right or do it at all. They're just going to go, I don't give a fuck. I'm just going to leave that like that. I don't give a shit. Why should I
not
care about
mine.
this? It's not my fucking business.
Yeah.
So like,
And that's a hard thing too when you start employing people.
fuck yeah, they don't care.
Nah, and it's one of the things that pisses you off. And then that's where I said where you're adapting and learning all the time.
Yep.
You start employing people, it's a fucking different ballgame.
It's
And
the
you can't.
scary part, man.
Yeah.
Because we've spoken about it a lot on my end. It's
Yeah.
like I'm almost at a point where I can think about that. Well, was
Yeah.
before this happened, all the above, and still am. But
Yeah.
it's like
And then
it's a big step.
yeah, 100%. And then one employee is not too bad. It's kind of
Yeah.
easy. But then you have two. You got to treat them differently because they react differently.
Yes.
So one works better under these circumstances. The other one works better under this. So then you've got to fucking remember who you're talking to.
Yep.
Then you add a third. And
you've
it's
got 5 of
fucking
them.
different again. There's including me. There's 5. Yeah.
So you got 4.
Yeah.
Yep.
And are they qualified sign writers, or you got an apprentices or anything?
Yeah, so we've got Troy's graphic designer.
Yep.
So he does our design, production, everything like that.
Yep.
So with Troy, he's doing our printing, designing, everything like that. And then we've got Jed. He's a qualified tradesman.
Yep.
So he's a qualified sign writer. And then we've got a labourer, Jacob.
Yep.
Who's new to it and still learning and everything like that. And fucking he actually reminds me of me when when I was young. He's fucking bit lippy and that's fucking like a good kind of lippy.
Yeah.
But then
you sort of do need that.
yeah.
Like
And then-
work
and then my
zones
wife
are
works for
lippy.
me
They
as well,
have to
yeah.
be because it's like the pressure. We need that.
Yeah, and then
we
so
need to be
that's-
like, fuck off, dickhead.
Yeah.
Cool, dickhead. Fuck you. We got it though.
That's
cool.
almost my job now is
Yeah.
to keep that work morale in a good mood to make sure that everyone rocks up fucking the next day.
Yes.
Word.
Yes. Like
Yeah.
I want to come back here.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's like, So that's one thing I have to work on every day. And so, yeah.
And the missus works for you too.
Yeah, she does our books. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
No, that's sick.
Yeah.
Fucking oath. Well,
With the help of my mum. My mum is a registered bookkeeper person. Yeah. She did the. My mum was my dad's PA/bookkeeper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, from the sounds of it, on my end, not knowing any of your workers and that, but you've built a good crew, and
We have a really good crew at the minute.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it's working.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
sick, man.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's the thing. You got to keep that balance. You got to treat them all differently, talk to all of them differently, because everyone reacts differently.
Yep.
Some guys need a kick in the ass and it makes them work better. Other guys, you kick them in the ass and they fucking depress for the rest of the day.
back.
Yeah.
The opposite.
Yeah, and
Has
they go
it-
backwards and it's like, fuck.
Has it taken you a while to get this good crew, or is this crew kind of you haven't had to really boot people and get someone else and find the next one, and it was kind of you were lucky?
It's probably it's taken me 2 years.
Yeah.
To get to like I had a plan 2 years ago where I wanted the Creative 48 to be.
Yeah.
And it was probably a 1, a 3, and a 5 year plan.
Mm-hmm.
We're probably at the 5 year plan now, which is taking 2.5 years, which so we're ahead.
Yeah.
But now we need to redo it all.
Have a think about what's coming next.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Which is coming in like 8 weeks.
Yeah.
We had a big router, so we can cut all our own. Because I outsource 3D lettering and shit at the minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Ooh, let's get talking. So we
You're
can do
now
some letters.
we can do some really cool shit.
You're gonna you're getting tooling now, like machines.
Yeah.
like
So we've got 2 printers. So we've always like all our digital prints and all that stuff. We've always been able to do that ourselves.
in-house. Yep.
Yeah. Well, that's always been in house, and we can lay up the panels. We've got like the laminating tables and a big table that you can lay up panels on and all that stuff. But if you want a custom cut panel in that that isn't a square, you need a router, and we didn't have a router.
So you're outsourcing then.
Outsourcing the routing at the minute, but then now I'm spending $2,000 to $5,000 a month on getting letters cut because we're doing a lot of lettering and stuff.
So consistent.
Yeah. So now we're buying it ourselves, but then there's fucking cool shit you can build with them. You can build fucking sim car shit. We're gonna build like pinball machines. Like you can.
True.
Oh, really?
You can build some cool shit. You can build anything you want with them.
Yeah.
You can like my Cooper's right into fucking mechanical shit. You would have learnt that.
Yeah.
He's already on CAD fucking building parts.
Yep. Ready
'Cause
to
he-
load them straight in. Press start.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, there's 2 days training on the machine. And I reckon Cooper's going to be there because he'll want to be cutting parts.
Yep.
That's cool, man. I can relate so much to that because I want to eventually get to a point where I can, get
Build custom parts and shit like
yes,
that.
like tooling,
Yeah.
lathes, fucking all of the above, and have it all in house, so that I can appreciate the fuck out of that and how good that would feel for you to be able to work and build up to this point to then go, I'm not outsourcing anymore, I'm actually fucking doing it.
And they're big machines. They're like, as a sign writer, they're like the fucking fuck, bro.
Yeah.
We're going into that shop and like they do it like.
Yeah.
It's big level shit, you know.
Yeah,
That's
so we
some,
can
like,
cut panels that are 3 meters by 1,500.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah. So, but part of that 2 year plan was we moved into a big factory that was too big for us.
Right.
In August last year, in the plan to grow into it.
Yep.
And like we're already getting there. Yeah.
Sick.
So we went more rent, changed location, all that stuff was all part of the plan.
Yep.
Taking that risk, which being a business owner is all about fucking risk.
That's all it is.
Yeah. And then to grow into it. So because I didn't want to move again.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
fair. Sick.
But what you potentially may have to because you're growing into it.
I wouldn't move again. I'd get another shop.
Yep.
And
double it up.
Yeah, and maybe have a print shop somewhere.
Right.
Or I'd probably put the wrap stuff in a smaller factory somewhere else.
Yeah.
And have the print and production.
Yep.
Yeah.
Business is growing.
Yeah.
With the router and stuff, is it like
anyone can grow? Anyone can do it.
Oh yeah.
You just got to put the fucking time.
Yeah.
Anyone, and like I say, like making money is easier than scoring a chip. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Like making money ain't hard.
No.
Yeah. If you got
You
this,
just got to be on
You
it.
just got to be able to. Yeah. You just got to have the.
Like,
fucking
man, I had a
willpower to do it.
10-year fucking drug habit
Yeah.
and got out of rehab, and within that 12 months, I started a business
making money.
making money, and it hasn't stopped since. And I realistically haven't had a day to myself since.
But it's anything in life. You put the effort in,
Oh.
you can fucking make it work. You can
Man.
you can do fucking anything.
Yep. And it's our generation. We now know that.
Yeah.
Kids are being born understanding that from the get-go.
Yeah, we had to
Now.
like go against everyone to prove that.
Yeah.
Now,
You go
man.
to school, you go to university or college, wherever you fucking listen to this thing, and then you get a job.
Yep. Yep. No,
Now
like,
there's kids making millions of dollars on YouTube.
And then they're not even 13.
Nah.
Like, you know, they're below the,
Yeah.
the allowed 13 and 9 months being able to go out and get a job.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
Yeah,
like, fuck.
Exactly. And then, like, even I remember when I started making money riding a dirt bike. Like, when and my dad was like, you still got to go to work. I was like, I actually don't.
yeah.
I don't have to have a real job. And my dad was considered an entrepreneur back then. He was a business owner.
Yep.
His plumbing business was huge, and then it got smaller because he had passive income coming from other places.
Yep.
And so he invested, and he was smart and all this stuff. And so he's coming from a place where, like, you can go start your own business. And even he was like, it's Tuesday. Why are you home?
Yeah.
I'm like, well,
I'm racing on the weekend.
yeah, I'm making, well,
X amount on this day coming, and I know that's coming.
Yeah, well, it was even at a time where I had a sponsor that I was getting paid monthly. Like, I was basically on a wage.
Yeah.
And it was like, but then out of that grew starting my own business anyway, because it was boring.
Yeah. Which is almost, if you're being serious, that's the perfect time to start a business.
Yeah.
Because you've got time and income.
And money.
The best way to start a business is to go on the dole and start a business.
Yeah. Just do cashies until you're fucking ready.
I'm telling you, man. Like, that's like...
There's going to be a line at Centrelink tomorrow now.
Fuck yeah. But, yeah,
There
like,
already is, man.
No shit.
It's fucking bigger than ever.
There's going to be
Especially around here.
there's going to be a bunch of people with fucking MDP hoodies in the line now.
but like,
I'm starting a business.
that was my, like, in a nutshell, that was a little bit of my hack. Like, for a while there, like, I wasn't working. So I jumped on, I think it was called a NICE program or some shit. So it was like for people that wanted to start a business.
Yeah.
But in a nutshell, it was like, righto, this is giving me fucking $500 a fortnight so I can enjoy me toast and me fucking whatever. But it's enough that it's sort of paying everything off. But it also gives me this time to, like, attack my business and build it up. And I mean, I don't think it didn't work.
No.
Here now.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm not on the dole anymore. So it's like, if you're in a shitty position, that's a good start, like, but like, not everyone's going to be a sponsored moto rider but like there are ways to be able to get a weekly / monthly income.
Yeah.
Again,
when I wanted to be a pro motorbike rider, and like my dad was big on you want to be a pro motorbike rider, that's fine.
Yep.
But I ain't paying for shit.
Yes.
Yep.
If you're not going to have a job.
Yep.
You need to put in an effort for me to put in an effort.
Yep.
And he was like that with our whole motorbike racing career. It was finding that fine line of fucking having a spoiled kid or a hard working kid.
Yeah. And I think I reckon he did a fucking brilliant job at that.
Yeah. 100%.
Because like you did live live the good life, but
100%,
there's no way you've come across like spoilt or like you deserve anything. It was like I have to fight for this.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get it though.
Yeah.
Because I know how to fight.
100%.
Sorta,
and so where I was going with that, it was like, fuck, I want to be a promo. I have to ride during the week.
Yes.
All my friends I grew up racing with, I grew up in the same neighborhood as Keisha, Mosick, Monia.
Yep.
So all these, I grew up racing against the dudes that were fucking winning pro nationals in
the big
fucking
dogs.
2008, 2009.
Yep.
They're all riding during the week, and I can ride with them. I was friends with them, so I could go to Mosick's. I could ride Frankston on the fucking Wednesday. I could ride these other private tracks. And I could ride every day of the week if I wanted to.
Yep.
So I remember I got signed off for my apprenticeship early.
Yep.
So and I left straight away. Like I left sign riding straight away. But I was like, that was one of my dad's rules. You need to have something behind you. Motorbikes riding, you get injured,
it'll end soon.
it's going to end. It's a 10-year max career.
Yep.
So you need a backing. I've got my apprenticeship. Fuck yeah. I'm out.
I've got my backing now.
Yeah, I'm out.
I'm done.
I'm out. I'm going to be a pro motorbike rider. And he's like, no, you need to do something because I'm not funding it.
Yep.
I'll put in the effort that you put in. So then I went and worked night shift in the fucking Footscray market.
Yeah.
True, did ya?
Yeah.
What'd you do
So I
there?
could ride during the week. Fucking just drive forklift.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pisser.
And I got in trouble for WorkSafe for that too. Can't do burnouts on those things apparently.
You just got to do it in the
They
right
do
spot.
them though.
Yeah.
With the bad boys. And
Yeah. No, I got multiple warnings.
True.
Yeah, because I have a WorkSafe person there. Like it's not as mafia and as gangster as you think it is. Yeah.
We know that.
Yeah. Oh, we
No,
probably
I mean-
caught the last end of the mafia.
Well, yeah,
It's still there.
Oh, yeah, still. And like, hey, I could buy as many fireworks or weapons as I wanted.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's still a fucking safety officer walking around the joint yelling at you for fucking doing reverse doughies in the forky.
Yeah, 100%.
So yeah, I worked there for a fair few months, so I could ride during the week. But then I just burnt myself and started crashing, tired, full FOMO. I'd get home, go to sleep, then I'd fucking, like if it's school holidays, I'd hear my brothers outside doing shit, riding beans, we had jumps in our backyards. So I just cooked myself.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's all part of it.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah,
all right.
yeah. Good
Yeah.
shit.
I reckon we're on. That's fucking.
Yeah.
We've had some good yarns. It's been a bit random. It's a bit on all over the shop.
You got a notepad and wrote nothing down.
No, bro, they're all fucking full. I got a couple of
I wrote
words
it
every
down.
now
I wrote
and
some
then.
stuff down. I've covered my list. Okay? We've covered the list.
All
Yeah.
right, too good. Thanking you very much. Fucking make sure you fucking check
Yeah.
out For Free Water,
Fuck
Creative
yeah.
48. Get around them on the
Yeah.
Instagrams and all that stuff. Cheers for coming, bruv.
Nah, thank you.
Good yarns, always good. I was going to say, can't wait for the next show, but that's a lie. We're going to have to. I can actually fucking set up a day.
The
at
next
one point.
trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're trips now. They're fucking trips
Yeah.
and fun shit.
Yeah.
We're going to have to
Fuck
lock
yeah.
one in where either if we fucking do it, I don't know where we're going to do it, but we'll do it somewhere, even if it is
Yeah.
out the
You got
fucking
the
farm.
farm
We can do it
and go to
here if
shit,
we
yeah.
can meet here and be good to do like a little bit of a link. And then we probably should fuck off to some sick cunts' houses too. Like
Yeah.
we get out there and do some travelling.
For sure.
So yeah, too good. Thanking you. You're a sick
Yeah.
cunt. Fucking
Fuck yeah.
cheers. Righto, boys.
Episode 21 was a good one.
Done, dusted. See you on the next one. Whoop, whoop, motherfuckers.
Catches.
My die!